tell you what. Let me tell you something. I have my Spotify Wrapped, right? As probably everyone, you got your Spotify summary. The number one song on my Spotify Wrapped, most listened to this year, is the song you've just heard. The only reason why is because it is the intro song of the live streams. So I could exactly see how many live streams I've done in the year just because of Spotify Wrapped. So, okay. Good times. Anyway, the banger to the background. Let's move to the chart. Okay, this is the plan. We're going to start with Bitcoin. Not too much has happened, but I do have a little bit of additional thoughts compared to the previous video about the range. Probably you can also see a difference compared to the previous video that I uploaded at 1 p.m. Central European Time, and that is the green line that we have over here. So we're going to do a short chat only about Bitcoin because not too much has changed. I have an alarm here at the high just below 39K because I'm interested to see if there will be a potential swing failure pattern. And we also have the triple bottom over here, actually also worth to put an alarm down here. And then what we're going to do is in this hour go over a couple of altcoins. So I got you guys a link, and I'm going to post that in the chat, and I'm going to stick it to the top of the chat window, and you can vote for the altcoin you like to see in the stream that you know, I'll do an Elliott Wave analysis, or if I already have one, I'll show my thoughts and I'll share my thoughts about that altcoin and where it is. So let me write it in the chat here. So I actually have the link, and then vote for the altcoins you like to see, right? You can select multiple answers, but only vote once. Something more, if there is a coin not in the list and you like, oh wait, I can't write too much. If you don't see yours, write it in chat and I will add it. Boom. Let's see if the link works. Should work. Okay. And then I hope that this is annoying. This always pissing me off. I can't, like, I want these icons. YouTube, if you're here, right? Remove this. A streamer is not gonna click on his own stuff, right? Because now I can't put it at the top. I have to do this, and I still can't. Oh, here. Somehow I managed pin message pinned. Hey, there we go. Okay, hopefully someone from YouTube is actually listening here. Okay, so we're going to start with Bitcoin, and then we're going to do the rest. Now, I already see Luna as well. I don't think I added Luna in here, so let me just add that. There we go. Save changes. And yeah, let's go over Bitcoin, shall we? And what I'll do is, before too much happens, I'll first do Bitcoin. And after I've done Bitcoin, that is when I can still add some altcoins, because else I will be adding all the time, and I'll be doing more like it. I want the analysis to be in one piece, if you know what I mean. Right, so and then we'll check the voting after the analysis, add some more altcoins, give people 5 minutes to vote, and we'll be good. So look, when we zoom out, nothing really changed, right? So it doesn't really make too much sense to go over again the low time frame, medium time frame stuff. Like if you just arrived here or you're new to the channel, make sure to check out the previous video, which is about 10 minutes in length, where I covered medium time frame, 12-hour time frame. I went to the low time frame, which is basically this range over here. And I also went over the local stuff. And as Bitcoin is still in the local stuff, I thought that in this live stream, I want to spend a bit more time on doing altcoins and only talk to you about my thoughts of this range over here, which changed just a little bit because we have some more bullish CVD divergences. So that is the plan. So locally over here, right? Yeah, we have this move to the upside. Arguably, it's a 5-wave structure, but what I do not really enjoy is that currently the volume is in the high. That is like usually something you see in wave 3s and not really in wave 5s, or this is something that you see in a wave A or a wave C. A wave A is of course also a 5-wave structure, a wave C is also a 5-wave structure, but wave Cs, they can end on higher volume for sure. At the moment though, if this is your wave C, it's quite short compared to your wave A. Take a trend-based fib from the low here to the high of your A to the low of your B. Toggle on your zigzag targets and you can see the most common target area for wave C, which is over here, right, has not been reached. That area is between 39.2, 39.7k, which is in confluence with the blue box that we have over here, which is between 39.3 and 39.7k. So that is nonetheless a very interesting area. And also probabilities wise, it would be nice to actually take this high at least once more. Also, if we look at the local range, right, the resistance, very clear, is the weekly naked point of control that we have at 39k. The support is the big point of control that we have from the range in 2021, right? So it's a small range. This is the big range, of course, with the point of control. But we are currently ranging in a quite like relatively small range. Point of control as support, weekly naked point of control as resistance. Now, what is interesting here is that as price is moving over here after we hit the weekly naked point of control, I always say, at least that's a good thing to have or a good thing to do regarding Elliott waves, is one wants to be patient, entering either new positions or possibly taking profit of existing positions, as we don't yet know what price wants to do. Unless you have a clear plan, clear strategy, clear target, respect the target, right? Don't mess with the psychology. But here we observe the reaction, something I always like to do, not catching knives, not FOMO YOLO, wait, observe the reaction. And we didn't get an impulse to the downside. Now there's two ways to see much lower prices. Either you get an impulse, a 5-wave structure to the downside, or you're going to get a leading diagonal to the downside. And a leading diagonal can be a 5-3-5-3-5, after which you then, this is then your wave 1, then you get a corrective 2 and a big 3 to the downside. Or all the waves are zigzags, so there are 3-wave structures, retracement in 2, continuation in 3. Now, already mentioned in the previous video, so far this range is not looking impulsive, right? It's not looking like an impulse to the downside. It's also not looking like a diagonal to the downside. So whatever happens over here, and even if price is going to visit some lower prices, the probabilities remain higher to move to the upside and take this high, which would be nice. Also from a volume perspective, creating a new high, maybe on lower volume as well. If the new high is going to be on higher volume once more, then we do expect after that new high a range and continuation, right? That's at least a higher probability from an Elliott wave point of view. Now also in this range, right, we have CVD divergences. We had a bit of bearish CVD divergences at the beginning, got countered by some bullish CVD divergences, but just now before the stream with this drop to the downside, we not only created bullish CVD divergences with this low or this low, with this low over here, but also between this one and the higher low over there. And if I quickly refresh the chart, then you can see, let's zoom into the range first, that that's first the bearish CVD divergence actually. So we have the red candle over here, yellow line, right? Lower high on price, but we have a higher high on yellow. Bearish CVD with the green candle. Now that played out, price moved down, then price came back up, and then we keep an eye on the blue line. Blue line over here, this is your blue line CVD of the high, and then this candle had a higher CVD. Have a look on, you can see my horizontal cursor line, right? Look to the right and you can see these little tops are above my line. So bearish CVD divergences, even though that is a second divergence, right? The first divergence was this one, and this high got a second CVD divergence with this high. Usually a little bit lower probabilities from a statistical point of view. If you get a second CVD after the first one played out, it has a lower probability of playing out. The second one has a lower probability of playing out after the first one already played out. Just statistics, but there's no certainties. So price moved up, price moved down, eventually bullish CVD divergences here, but now we also got bigger bullish CVD divergences here, which on the chart looks like this. The yellow line moving to the downside, and if I put my cursor on the low over here, and then on the low of the yellow line, then you can see on the right side that you can see it. My webcam is not in the way. So basically here, there, right? That level, you can see that the yellow line dipped very slightly below my horizontal cursor line. And that is a bullish CVD divergences, which increases probabilities to take the high. So generally speaking, probabilities are higher to take that high. Now, one thing that is important to keep in mind is that we have hit the 886 over here, taken from the low to the high once, but you could say twice. Yes, it missed out by a few dollars, but we basically retraced back to the 886. Now, the 886 is always interesting from an Elliott Wave point of view, because the 886 is a rare target for a wave 2. It is a common target for a wave B or an X. But also a wave Y can end on top of the 886, which it sometimes likes to do, as it doesn't want to take the low of a W. It doesn't happen too often. Usually we talk about a B or an X when it hits the 886. You only realize it's a wave Y if you're going to explode. And this actually happens or happened during this uptrend once, because it is not common, and it happened over here. If I take a fib from this low to this high, 886, turn off the other stuff. There you go. All right, so we had a corrective structure right here, WXY, or an ABC, arguably, if you count this as an impulse. You have a three-way structure, running flat potential, right? I don't know exactly what we had over here, but I just remember that we bounced on the 886 taken from the low to the high. And we never look back, right? But this is something that is lower probabilities. If we talk about probabilities, which we always do because there are no certainties in trading, then the probabilities generally are higher for the 886 touch to be the low of a wave B or a wave X, which therefore increases probabilities that any bounce to the upside is a wave C or a wave Y, which therefore increases probabilities to later come down and take the lows, right? Because a wave C or a wave Y is a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure. And if we talk about a corrective structure, then we expect later price to come back down, take these lows, unless you maybe go into a wave Y triangle where eventually you have like a W, X, and then you get a triangle in Y when you don't have to take these lows. But that is way too early to call, right? So just probabilities in a nutshell here. Now, if price is going to take this high potentially, right, that is something I am keeping an eye on, hence my alarm there as well. One of the things I'm going to keep an eye on is a potential swing failure pattern. Grab the liquidity, close below, move to the downside, possibly going to be looking for the lows over here, because 886 probabilities would suggest we're still going to be taking these lows at a given moment. Looking at the range probabilities are higher to take this high in the end, right? So it's almost like countering probabilities, but not really. Like, even if you take the lows first, right, and you're going to move a bit to the downside, probabilities are still higher. You're going to take, or afterwards, the probabilities of this range are higher. You're still going to take this high at a given moment, even if price moves down. Who cares, right? That's absolutely possible. Might swing failure pattern the lows, grab the lows, close above, move to the upside, or move to the upside, grab the high, and then down. Those are the two things that I'm currently keeping an eye on. Currently, we're in the middle of the range. What's the worst place to trade, unless it's your strategy and your plan and you have a solid, like, whatever you use, right? the middle of the range is, you know, usually is not that great. The lows and the highs are interesting areas. Of course, we have the bullish CVD divergences as well. We're finding support on the point of control. So there's definitely some confluence for price moving up, which currently is the higher probability, right? Before potentially taking the lows, probabilities are higher, especially with the bullish CVD as well, to grab the highs, but we're in the middle of the range. So I'm keeping an eye here and I'm keeping an eye here. And then that is also why my alarms are at the low of the range and the high of the range, because I like to observe the reaction at the high and the low. So that's why I keep an eye there. So we have to remain patient, see what price does. Maybe one of the alarms go off. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. So nothing really more to say, right? We know now the probabilities, know what we're looking for. Got some confluences, bullish CVD, building. So yeah, probabilities are good. And that means we're going to keep an eye on altcoins. I just saw this one. Yo, T-Exam, what's up? How you doing? The heating is definitely working, but I actually, so like, look, you have heating and you have aircon. I'm a big fan of the air, like, so I got an aircon over here, and man, I much better than the heating. The heating has a certain smell, you know what I mean? When you walk in a room and it's been heated, you can smell it, and I prefer the air of an aircon than the smell of a heater. So I had the aircon on all the time, but actually a while ago turned it off, and now I have the door closed and stuff because I'm streaming. So it's not that it's cold per se. I mean, it's not necessarily cold. I don't know. I had my cap on when I was working, and I didn't really turn it off. So or put it off. But yeah, let's have a look at the voting in a second. So just to repeat, because I give you a couple more minutes, because this was the basically Bitcoin analysis, right? Looking to take that high. And all the other stuff, medium time frame, low time frame, check the previous video, because nothing, there's no new info, nothing changed. And you know, only locally some stuff changed because of the extra bullish CVD that we got here. Yeah, that is what I wanted to say here. So make sure to vote on your alt. If your alt is not in there, you can click on this message, right? And then over here, if you don't see yours, meaning your altcoin, make sure to tell me. So I put it in the list, and then you can vote on that one, and then we just go through from up to down, and you know, see how far we get in the remaining more than half an hour. So. Okay, minimize. Lucas Otte, welcome, man. Whoa, I completely forgot to actually say hi to chat. Lucas, how you doing? Are you on the treadmill again? Incredible Sub-Zero, watching from Kenya. Wow, it's quite incredible, Sub-Zero, to see how global the audience is. I can see it in the statistics as well. Like the YouTube statistics where people are from and stuff. Sardar Inayat, hi everyone. Hi to you. Farshad Farouk, what's up? Siberia. Oh, look at that. Where are you guys from? Let me know. Where are you guys from? Where's everyone from? Tim from the Netherlands. Have a good chat. Yeah, Ashley is downstairs. She's not participating. Lucas Otte, Twitch streamers also show their Spotify statistics. Only heard 4,000 hours Spotify last year. Let me have a look. You want like the thing is, it's influenced because of my my live stream. But let's have a quick look. No. So I got my live stream folder. Where is it? Here, stream intro music, right? Let's put the music off. Oh wait, this is listening. We don't want to. Oh, I'm messing up here. Where's my? I just want to see my Wrapped. I've already seen it on my phone. Yeah, I'm such a noob sometimes. This is my stream music, just a couple of no copyright songs. You know how we do. What's new? Maybe I have to look here. No. Mate, am I literally like, where's my rep on the desktop? Chat, help. Oh man, I have no idea. We are waiting for some votes to come in the altcoin section. I'm pretty sure there's already quite some votes, but you get a little bit more time to vote while I'm actually trying to show you my like 2023 like rep stuff. But funny enough, somehow I'm not able to go to the statistics. Interesting. If I click on listen now, then what happens? Oh, okay, never mind. I had no idea no, I'm not interested in cookies. Oops. Hi, that's me. Okay, maybe I have to turn the music on just a little bit. Oh. Yeah. Banger. Yeah. Pop dance, chill house, hardstyle, progressive house, and pop. Oh, this is a Dutch one, everyone. Of course, in the Netherlands, people listen to the same music as me. I'm not surprised. I'm living in the Netherlands. Hey, you recognize this one? You recognize this one? This is the intro music of the live stream. Ta-da! That's why it's on number one. Oh. Wait, let me put you guys on this as well. Bisoki. Piano. I like piano as well. Dreamer from Alan Walker is also a stream music. Ah, fuck, before the banger. 18,000 minutes. 12 days of continuous listening. Okay, 12th. Wow, the beginning of the year. Oh, this is pianist Peter Buka. He's a great pianist, but I actually like Patrick Schumann as well. I really enjoy playing piano as well. So after this we go into the altcoins, so make sure you vote if you haven't. Most listened in July. Okay. There we go. Patrick Peachman. Man, this guy is amazing. He makes his own music as well. Such good. So good. Yeah, and this is the guy that makes the intro music of the live stream, so that's why he's in here. I don't even know who that is. Lost Frequencies. Oh yeah. January, beginning of the year. Nora En Pure is a good artist. Okay. How many do we have left? Oh, just a few. Favorite artists? Yeah, we know. Next. Oh, this is Lost Frequencies calling in. You know, calling my buddy. Yeah. You probably had another artist. Oh, fucking bangers. Hey, it doesn't continue. Okay, anyway. That is my Spotify Wrapped, right? So give me your altcoins. I'm going to add them to the list. You can continue voting as there are already votes coming in. So get them in, and then we go over a couple of alts for half an hour. How are you watching from Pakistan? Welcome, man. Luna's in there. Robert Ortiz. Bitcoin about to hit 39K, potentially. Depends on the reaction at the weekly naked point of control. If it moves up, surfing crypto, already is in. Romania here. Oh, look at you go, Romania. Beautiful country, by the way, because I Googled it as people from Discord are coming from Romania. They write in the Where You're From channel. They say Romania, so I've been Googling. Put some pictures in the group. Already is breaking out impulsively and breaking 1 to 6. We're moving towards to... I mean, you're probably looking at a wave 3 potentially there, right? Nadiri, welcome. Heating, certain smell, yeah. I mean, if you have, like light a fire, then yes, but on this floor, we don't. Cold room for sleeping is very good. I agree. I'm not in my bedroom though. This is my office room, like my office space. Already has backtested, is on top with a wick. Potential, maybe the 2.618 coming. Finland, Germany. What's up, Vasil? Joshua, Germany. Good morning. Dave Digital, Texas. Formula 1. Wojciech, Poland. I've been on a skiing holiday in Poland a couple of years ago with a family of a friend, Jesse, where I gave snowboard lessons to his little brother. Blaster, France, bonsoir. Naderi, Iran. Welcome, good to have you here. Serving Crypto, California. I was there last year with my fiance for about 4 weeks. I had to speak in Pebble Beach, and then we traveled to the south and eventually like Santa Monica, then LA, LV, and then we went back. That is also Carmel by the Sea, where we got engaged. Machine Bao YouTube in the middle of the big banger. I know, right? I love good bangers. Can we get a vote for DOT? I only voted for one and went back to add DOT and it won't let me. Yes, because yeah, people only that's how the system works. They can only vote once. That's probably why. Alles goed? Yes, I'm doing very well, very well. How we doing? I'm doing good. Welcome, Daba. Moha, can you put Lena? Luna, you probably mean, or Lena? I can add Lena. Serving Crypto, never learned so much till your Discord. Thank you. There's a lot of info in Discord, so you know, feel free to join the Discord. It's just no paywall here. You can just join. Lena, not Luna. I see. I mean, probabilities are probably highest to go for, or that people choose the more popular ones. Giant congrats on the wedding. Thanks, man. Yeah, last year engaged now for a year and almost 2 months. Marrying in March, I believe in South Africa. I believe in analysis total 3. We've done that once. I think I already have an analysis on that. Okay, let me add total 3 at least for the sake of the list here. I think I kind of recently got that question. And let's go to the results. Okay, and then we just show results. Okay, Sol, ETH, XRP, ADA, Matic, LTC. Let's see how far we get. I'm gonna put this on my other screen so that I have it open so that we can switch quickly if we want to. Okay, and let me quickly refresh my chart so that it's nice, it's fresh. It's, you know, sometimes the chart gets a bit laggy if it's on for too long. Ta-da. Okay, so this bullish CVD divergence has now played out. This one over here, and also this one here, because these highs got taken, right? So this one, target here. This one, target there. We'll see. I got my alarms. First one is a Sol. So let's have a look. Is it this chart? I think I had something somewhere. Yes. Wait, I also have to put the chat. I recommend checking out my CVD video. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll either find it on the homepage or at the end of every video I make, because it's always in the end screen. Or if you go to, whoa, such clickbait. If you go to videos and you look for CVD. Also in Discord, by the way, you will find a one-pager in the good to know community chat here. With like, here's my template, here's the one-pager. And in the one-pager, you have the click here button as well, right? So the one-pager gives you all the info you need to know. And the click here is the video that you find on my channel by looking for this video. That will give you all the info that you need about CVD. Okay. From London, Largo Caballero. Nice name, by the way. London. Hence the earlier Dennis B comments. Gotta say, I really like how you say at the start of stream, we're not going back into the low time frame detail. Yeah, else it's repetitive, right? And almost immediately. No, that's the micro. Low time frame. So I have cycle, macro. That's how I do it. Cycle, macro. Then we go to high time frame, medium time frame, low time frame, micro. And there we go. Moving up. Well, my alarm went off. Did you hear that? So for me, low time frame is 1 hour, 4 hour, and micro is the 15 minute. So the low time frame is basically the whole range here, right? This whole range is for me the low time frame, but micro is what we have over here. Okay, well, price moving, nice, probabilities doing very well. Let me put by the way, resistance, right? First of all, I'm going to keep an eye on a potential swing here, swing failure pattern. If not, we're going to look here for the next target box, 39.3, 39.7. Put an alarm right on top of the weekly naked point of control, which probably is going to get triggered in no time. I'm going to open a new tab as well. Trading view, and then we're going to go through Solana. Pleasure, Joshua. Pleasure. What happened to ETH? That's the question. I will check it out. It's the second on the list. So let's go through Solana now, as that is the number one voted for. By the way, is Gondlelwa here? He was in the Solana long. And I think he should have done very well in that setup. Okay, I have a couple of folders, so I quickly have to look what was in these folders, as I don't really know. But macro impulse over here, you can see 2. That has potential, yes. So that would be bullish, right? Wave 3. WXYXZ potential ending here. That is in confluence with a move to the upside, so we were expecting a move up. This is the bearish macro ABC. We were then also expecting a move up in this scenario when I made it, where the blue box here is my interesting area of resistance on Solana, which is apparently between 80 and 128. Now, I don't trade Solana, but I've analyzed it. So that is important resistance, especially here you have a monthly and a weekly around the 786. Nice little area of confluence here as well. So we are almost now at that area of confluence. So also, even in this bearish scenario, we were looking for price to move to the blue box at least, right? So that is good. And then, of course, in the bearish scenario, you're going to be looking for here then an ABC, which regarding Bitcoin, you are going to be between the 40-50K area if Solana is going to reach this area probably. And if Bitcoin would reject in a bigger wave C down, of course, then Solana goes with. So it's also, of course, in confluence with Bitcoin. But as far as it stands, Bitcoin is not showing weakness, and Solana is also not showing weakness. We have an increased volume as well, increasement in volume already higher than the volume here. So that is a potential wave 3, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3 in the making, and eventually 4, 5, 4, 5s. Which is, of course, the bullish scenario. This is also bullish, WXY, expecting a move to the upside. And then finally here, we had an impulse or an ABC or a 1-2 continuation. Probably prefer like an A, B, and then a wave C. In this wave C, you then have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you get your wave C in. Then you want to see a move down, which is gonna, so this is important for the people trading Solana. If this is your A, and this is your B, then after wave C, right, you're going to take a fib from the low of B to wherever the high of C is. Let's imagine it's going to be, wait, I need the fib. So from the low of B to the high of wherever C is going to be, let's say around there. You want to toggle on the wave 4 targets on log, as I am on a high time frame here. This is the weekly. And you don't want price to go to the 0.618 here. You know, how high the high is going to be. Once you get a wave 4 range and then another push in a wave 5, after that one, you don't want to see price moving down to the 0.618 already. Because in an impulse, you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave 4 is not allowed to hit the 0.618 before making another high to the upside. So that is what you're going to be looking for the bulls here. So important. And yeah, generally just keep an eye on this area. That's my 80 to 128. So yeah, bullish. So that's one. Then we go to Ethereum. ETH. Let's see if I actually have some stuff here. Oh, no. I do not. Wait, I must have an like coin coverage. Not in here. My watch list that I never watch. What do I have here? Oh, okay, we do have something here. I don't know what though. So I have a white line on the chart. Actually don't really know why that white line is there. Ah, I see. So the white line on ETH here is the high of this 2-month gap. So that is why I selected that level. 2444. So that is why the white line is there. Quickly have a look here. What happened to ETH? I have no idea, but it's pumping. Does the current price action behavior give you any hints for the macro? Not really yet, because on a macro time frame, both the macro bearish and bullish scenario, as shown in the macro playlist or the cycle macro and high time frame video, which is this one here, right? So both in the macro bearish and bullish, you prefer to see Bitcoin between 38.5 and 50K, but as long as locally we don't see weakness, we're not looking too much to the downside yet. So we gotta remain patient, and 40-50K is an important area for Bitcoin, both macro bullish and bearish. But if you look at the cycle count, the probabilities are higher for a bullish continuation. But I would like to see volume, and also I want to see a bigger retracement eventually on Bitcoin. Like the first retracement we had, like the very horizontal structure here, retraced to the 382, which is not common for a 2, but common for a B or a X, meaning probabilities for a potential C here in an A, B, C, and then a bigger move down. So in a bullish scenario, what I do like to see is eventually a bigger drop where, and this is a count from GZ, potentially you already have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, you're working on a bigger 5. Instead of this being a 1, 2, 1, 2 up, this could be one big long wave 4, would make sense if it hits the 382. And this is your final wave 5, it's a little far-fetched, but he shared this in Discord, and I was like, that can be an interesting scenario where this is a 5 and then you go down for a bigger 2, where you hit the common wave 2 targets. So yeah, currently macro bull and bear are we're still looking for price moving up because you want to see local weakness first. This is so we're on Ethereum now. This is why the horizontal level is here, the 2-month gap close, therefore it's important. I also think this is like the order block area that I selected here, these 2 candles, 2689, 3281, that's of course a very big area. Do I have any, I don't have any, oh, confluences, there we go. Wait, I have 2 folders with confluences, that's interesting. Right, okay, so probabilities on ETH are, let's see, resistance at the value area low, deviation moving in, but we did not find any support the month after, or the week after, resistance, 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 going down, final, this candle, grab the liquidity, moving up, retest, if you, and we just moved, yeah, so probabilities are good for ETH to move to 2600, where you have the point of control, important level, right? If you can pass this point of control, which undoubtedly will offer at least some resistance, but if you can close some weekly candles up here, I'm going to be looking for the monthly, where you have the value area high, the monthly at 3520, and the golden pocket, important resistance, right? Important resistance. Possibly, if it can pass the point of control, like could be interesting, value area high, point of control, continuation in a bullish scenario, or something like this. But I think in the bull scenario I prefer, like, people are gonna FOMO in, la-di-la-di-la, greed is high, wreck everyone, point of control, support, continuation, you know, something like that. But yeah, probability. So, you know, without Elliott waves, just volume profile looks solid regarding the probabilities. And then I got some stuff here. Now this is very old. I remember this is Young Kun doing Elliott waves over here. So if you want to have a quick look, that's very old stuff. I just didn't remove it. So this is Young Kun in his early days. Counting ETH from the very beginning. I don't know when exactly I stopped. I mean, probably somewhere early 2022, end of 2021, because I don't have any, you know, compared to how full it is here, it's very empty here. So probably this is where I kind of quit. So don't look at this count, right? I mean, holy. And then we have some more low time frame stuff, right? Even more detail. Anyway, macro bearish scenario is the same as Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking for a multi-year retracement, A, B, C, or, you know, WXY. To the downside, where also here we should actually turn on the 236. Most common target for wave 2 is of course the 05 to 786, which would be 50 to 3, but that doesn't make any sense. So just like on the high time frame with Bitcoin, I'd probably, in even a bearish scenario, I'll be looking for this area here if it comes down. So the 382, 236, that is 538, 136. 136 is already very, very low. Not really expecting that. Preferably the low made after the 382. Probabilities, though, at the moment, also for ETH, are in confluence with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves up, we're going to think of ETH moving up as well. And on the cycle at the moment for Bitcoin, we have to wait for the reaction between 40, 50K. That's going to give us a lot of hints about what's going to happen. Okay, so we have the bearish one here, WXY. So in this case, it's a wave W in a double zigzag, then ABC. XY. Now in a wave X, if we look for a double zigzag, the 0.7 is not allowed to be broken, preferably 29.11. So moving above that makes a double zigzag less likely. You can still get a WXY, but then in a Y you expect either a flat or a triangle. Of course, again, this is the bearish scenario. This is also a bearish one. 1, 2, big 3 to the downside. Not expecting that at the moment. A, B, C, but this is then a 3. You know, this has to be a flat. Not really expecting that. Okay, let's have a look then. This is 1 bull, 2 bull, macro bull. So I don't know when I did this. Another drop. I guess we were looking for another drop, but not necessarily a drop. Macro bull. Locally, something with the golden pocket 786. That's the main area of confluence there. Give me a break here. One more. So yeah, in a double. If this would be a 1, 2, 1, 2 scenario, then your second wave 2 is very short. Comparing the first wave 2 with the second one now. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2. Oh wait. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait, that could work. Here's your 1. It's not much shorter. 0.618 to the 1 to 1. Okay, that can work in the more bullish scenario where your wave 2 could already be finished. Let me remove all the clutter here. Holy moly. What have I done? If price comes down, 400 is amazing. But yeah, bouncing under 382 locally. That is a wave 2 target, right? ABC continuation. This was also a sharp structure, right? ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC potential continuation, no? This is also a move to the upside. It's a bit like, the thing is, Ethereum follows Bitcoin all the time, so it's not too easy to be very specific on ETH. Except for what I showed at the beginning, right? Weekly candle, retesting the value area low, looking for the point of control. 2600. Now from the low here, the bearish scenario would be a diagonal. The bearish bullish scenario, I suppose, where you're going to be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, move down, up. However, probabilities with the value area low retest are also going to be for 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe another 1, 2 continuation to that point of control, 2600. It's not too far though. Oh, that's the 1 to 1 as well. Yeah, in a diagonal, wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than wave 3, which means for a diagonal, your invalidation is 2591, which for a leading diagonal. Increasing probabilities in the bullish scenario, you're in a 1 to 1 to 1, maybe another 2, 1, 2 continuation, right? Or we get bearish scenarios, but that means Bitcoin has to change its structure. So I watch and read everything you do. I mean, I appreciate that. Like, I think it's also good, probably, hopefully, for your learning to to put time in Elliott Waves, and I appreciate your support. You can vote. I don't think Tara's in the list, but we don't have time to redo that voting. Is that TA from one of the gold streams? Probably, I suppose. Coin coverage, the ones we've done in the past. Oh no, not this. Then we're talking about what I just showed here. Yeah. How's Bitcoin doing? Okay. Oh wait, where's my joke from Ashley? I know, right? Greetings. What's up, Adrian? Watching weekly in bull market. 400 ETH. Yeah, very unlikely, right? That would be the bearish wise, but even 400, I'd probably be looking for the more like the 236. Yes. I mean, that's still 600, so that would be quite a drop, of course. But that is for the bearish scenario, and that's the thing. As long as we don't see weakness, and on ETH we're not seeing weakness, doesn't make too much sense. The only thing I'm not too happy about in the market so far is the volume, which is absolutely shit. But yeah, what do you do? As long as price moves up, the volume will come eventually, as people are gonna FOMO in. Probably the volume comes when you're at new all-time highs. Everyone and their dog is gonna buy. Beachweight, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. Good to have you around. XRP. Let's have a look at the XRP. Okay, so we have a range: macro bear, macro bull, core, and bull. Okay. Let's have a look. What do we have? Macro bearish, 1, 2, 3, 4, up for 5, and then a move to the downside. Macro bullish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not so, I don't really enjoy that diagonal. No idea. Oh wait, there's another. 1, 2, and another, so a double 1, 2. Wicking this low, that's important. If you come down here again, I'm going to be looking for this order block in confluence with the golden pocket. High time frame, this is a corrective count. One second. Oh, this is also old. That's not even possible. You can't have a WXY and a wave W. So that probably ABC. If this is a zigzag, because it's clearly not a flat in W, so if this is a zigzag, you need to think about a W, X, and then a Y, but wave Y is not allowed to be a zigzag. It must be a flat or a triangle. So a flat, that's unlikely, as you then probably go for all-time highs. Oh, all-time highs, and then move down in a wave C, imagine. Or a triangle. But for a triangle, it's getting quite big now. Zigzag, and then you want to see zigzag, you know. So, and then this is your A, B, C, D, E, up. Even though you didn't hit the wave Y target area. Let me put you on my other screen. There we go. So what I'm looking for is, if this is the low on XRP, you want to see either an impulse or a diagonal, or at least a buildup of 1-2s, you know. What I do not like is that there is a lot of overlap. And also here, volume is nowhere, man. It's nowhere. It's like on all the charts. But this is typically a chart where it's a very ugly chart, right? Because if you want to count this in either a diagonal or an impulse, like it can't be an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction. Maybe not even finished. You could still have a bigger corrective structure before a move to the upside. Bounced on the value area low. That is quite nice. I mean, if you would enter, you go to the point of control, and the point of control from the low to the high is the 786, which is still good for a wave 2. Take a fib from that high to that low to this high. See how long is this corrective structure? Already longer. So preferably, then your low would be in. Because if this is your 3-wave structure, it's going to be longer than this move. So if we think about 1, 2, 1, I don't like a double 1, 2 here. That's it. The second wave 1 is so much bigger than the first wave 1. 1, 2. Can we 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 expanding structure. And you also have the 886 touch, but I don't think you have an 886 close. No, 786 close, 886 touch. So it's a deep retracement. Let me think about an expanding diagonal. I'm on log. I don't have to be on, I'm on a 2-day chart, it's okay. So expanding diagonal wave 3. So in a bullish scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you actually want a deeper 4. Oh no, it's not that. Wait, log. Okay, we got something going here. You already tested the point of control once here, where price rejected very nicely. You see? Perfect rejection at the point of control here. Man, you gotta love technical analysis. So most volume traded in this range rejected, which is very nice to see. Now, if you come back up here once again and close above, because we want to see a close above, right? I'll be looking for the value area high, which for potential wave 5 in an expanding diagonal is an important target. because you want wave 5 to at least be longer than this 1-to-1, which is sitting at the value area high. So you at least want a wick above in that case. So that's important. And this is just a high, so. Now, expanding structures are quite rare, especially on higher time frames. So the alternative to this, for bullish scenarios, is the 1-2s. Wait, what's this? Justin Chu, thank you so much. TP hit. That's what we like to hear. Perseo. Wait, the Fox, what do you say about Robert Prechter? Is Bitcoin just in a B wave? Yeah, I mean, that's he spoke about that scenario, but I don't hear anyone talking about when I spoke about the macro bearish scenario and being very scared, right? Of course, it's Robert Prechter and it's not Koens Robbers, but let's take it step by step. So, I believe the S&P is probably en route for another high. I would say based on local price action there, but it already retraced to the 886 on the S&P. Increasing probabilities any move down is a C or Y or just continuation up. I think it goes up for the second time now to the 886. But yeah, is Bitcoin in a B wave? It's just one of it's the bearish scenario. But you gotta look between 40, 50k, 38.5 to 50k. That is the area of resistance. Okay, look. Can you write it again, please? I didn't see it yet. I don't like this stuff. You just do it once. Timeout. See ya. I'm not into that shit. He did write it a fourth time. Doesn't get the memo. So, you know, is Bitcoin in the B wave? Yeah, it has potential. I mean, you do want to see volume coming in. So yeah, check the high time frame video I made last Sunday, and the next one is coming up this Sunday as well. Perseo, Yokun, do you have some funded experience to share? I was trying to know if the free competitions are real. The funded trader and funded next have trading competition, the winner challenge. I mean, usually nothing is for free, so I wonder what the challenge is about. Usually you have to pay, right? In prop firms you pay and then you get an account and then you do your thing, but a free competition, there's rarely ever something free. So I don't know exactly what the competition is about. Unless you get somehow you get a free account, you need to probably get the biggest profit or the most percentage return or whatever, and then you maybe get a funded account. But I don't know. I haven't seen the competition, so I wouldn't know. Look at ETH is made a bearish divergence on the weekly. Yeah, depends on the divergence, but I only look at CVD. I'm not interested in RSI and stuff as I don't use it myself. We also just looked at Ethereum. So okay, so we have a potential diagonal here. Of course, the alternative, which would be even more bullish, is a couple of 1-2s, right? 1-2, 1-2, and then another maybe 1-2 in continuation. The problem I have with that scenario, though, is that the second wave 1 is so long compared to your first wave 1. Commonly, oh, I see Bitcoin pushing, yeah. My alarm just went off. Well, there you go. Probabilities played out. Where is Lucas? You still got your TP at 39.8? Oh, wait, he's here. I mean, this is nice, no? I mean, what can we say? Probabilities were higher to take the high, and we took the high live on stream. Wow, we actually didn't miss it for once. Beautiful! God damn! That's nice. We like to see it. Probabilities playing out. That makes me happy. Closed it over a week ago. I mean, I can imagine with all the funding fees. What do we actually have in here? This is an old box. Okay, a daily at 39.67. Yeah, I don't have the volume levels because eventually I changed charts. So I mean, it's nice to see. Probability is higher for a move up, and we get the move up during the stream. She's finally live at a good moment. Are we also going to reach 40K? What does it do? XRP is literally not even moving. I mean, yeah, you do. Yeah, I mean, you do want. Of course, you want some volume to come in, but on the 15-minute, we already had more volume now than this move to the upside. So there's definitely some volume coming in here, right? Okay, so we can now. I'll keep the white box because the white box is now support. We of course now the point of control is important support. The value area high is at 49.5. Very nice. What can we say? Maxi went to 39.8. There you go. LJ, what's up, mate? Nadiri, yeah. Good time to check in. I know, right? I know. We love to see it. But yeah, now that the volume over here, right, is higher. This is what I mentioned in the 1 p.m. video, where if you're going to make another high on higher volume, you're still going to be thinking about a wave 3, which then means you're still going to be waiting for another 4 and another 5, right? So this is why it's so dangerous to try and look for the highs of wave 3s and impulses, because and of course I already mentioned also in the last few videos that this high here was made on the highest volume in this local trend. So probability wise, it's a higher probability it's part of some wave 3 where we have a 4 and we look for another 5 on lower volume. And then we just have to wait and see what happens if price takes the high. Then we got this range, increasing probabilities for a move up because we don't have an impulse and also not a diagonal to the downside. Then we got some more bullish CVD divergences, which I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, because we went live here with the probabilities higher to move up, based on everything we see, right? But now you make another high on higher volume. So now it's just the scenario repeats. Now you're still going to be waiting for another 4 and then another 5 up. So, and we just continue doing that till we get back into a bigger range or something. You know? When was the last time we got a pump on weekends? Shoo, or a dump for that matter. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, that must be a while ago, no? Must be quite a while ago, I can imagine. So now from an Elliott Wave point of view, this is basically what happens. We don't know how far this is going to go and all that stuff. And what I always say in the videos, which I'll repeat now, is we're going to wait for a range, because the ranges will give us all the information we need. Or two things, you either wait for a range or we get a rejection. But if you get a rejection somewhere, you'll always get a potential retracement where, I mean, an Elliott Wave, like if I don't really, how can I say this? I mean, if I trade Elliott Waves, right? Let's take it out, and I would be in a very, like a position from the lows. What I'm going to be looking for is wait for a range to assess probabilities, or wait for a bigger rejection, then a retracement. And if I see big like CVD bearish divergences and all that stuff, I might consider either hedging or shorting closing the long, like whatever that is, right? So I always wait for either a range or a rejection, and then a bigger rejection, not like a wick, but I look for candles down, retracement up, and then bearish CVD, all that stuff. Or a range. And now we got this move up, so I don't know, I'll be waiting for a range again. Or it rejects and comes back down, but we have higher volume. Price is moving to the upside, so probabilities are higher. We're at least going to look for either like another 4, 5 on lower volume. But in other words, you know, like, yeah, patience game, 4 or 5. Nice rejection at the daily, by the way. So yeah, now we just gotta wait again. Make sure you manage your trades well, because this is of course volatility. You don't wanna be caught out. And please do not FOMO, YOLO, or catch knives. Man, I have burned myself so much in the past doing that. I cannot recommend it. TP hit on the 2-week-old setup. Yeah, I mean, kinda. Oh, I know, right? Carol, what's up? How you doing? Dumping now. I mean, it's just a little rejection. I mean, look, we have a target box here, right? So of course there's some resistance here. Now, even for a flat, it would be quite high. Quite high. It would be very high for a flat. Yeah. So, of course, we could have a support resistance flip of the weekly naked point of control. No, resistance, resistance, support. So that's why, like, you know, impulsivity, it's weekend, manage your trades well. The probabilities we had in the range played out. Price moved to the upside, which now means we are patient, we manage trades well, and we wait for another range or eventually a bigger rejection, which means not a rejection with a wick, just like waves to the downside, retracement, you know. Because now that price made another high on higher volume, probabilities increase that at least you're going to be looking again for another 4 and a 5 on lower volume. And if that move to the upside then is going to be again a move up with higher volume, we're just going to extend that like it's repeat, rinse and repeat. Now what is interesting though is that like how do we now count this structure nicely? I don't really like it as a wave 2. Or the bearish scenario is that your wave C is in. So you have a blow off top wave C, because a wave C likes to end on high volume. So that is the bearish scenario now. You finished your 5th wave. Let me quickly put this on the chart. So we have the bullish and the bearish scenario. The bearish scenario, if that's a wave C, you're looking for a rejection. Let me quickly put this on here. Turn this off, keep this on. Target boxes out. Yeah, I can keep that on. Sheesh, the daily, motherfuckers. 39.7, beautiful. So in the, where is it? Which scenario? Ending diagonal scenario, we now hit the target box, right? The target for a wave C, and a wave C likes to end on high volume, as I just mentioned. It generally likes to end on high volume. So this is the bearish scenario. So whoop. Diagonal, wave 5 ABC. This is your C. That's your 5. Wait, I'm on log. There we go. Potential blow off, like a blow off type of top, or you're gonna range below the daily. So you get a wave 4, take the high for 5, and then move down. That's the bearish scenario, no? So you got your wave C in, where I mean. On the lower time frames, arguably you have a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 here. So yeah, this would be the bearish scenario. Yeah, we have this El Broncos and Blaster. We're talking in Bitcoin TA in the group. They had a potential impulse here. 1 2 3 sideways 4 5. But the thing is that now this wave 5 has more volume than your wave 3. Not on the hourly, I realize that, but on the 50-minute, it's quite a difference, which I don't really like to see for the high of a wave 5. So I would prefer to then look at this as a wave C top. And if we are looking for a continuation in a wave 3, you of course want to see price move to the upside, no? Continuously. Look, I often talk about the target boxes, but I'm not kidding, eh? Like, good stuff. Solid rejection. Okay. 1 2 3. That's above. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's see if it, you know, how deep it goes. Okay, and then the bullish scenario. The bullish scenario also, funny enough, gets a lower probability because of the volume. 1 2, unless this is your wave 1 and you have, yeah, but then this is your wave 2, which is of course not great. Unless you get a big continuation, because you're going to be looking for a 2 3 6 touch here. Yeah, the chart giving me work. So in a bullish scenario, open the volume. 15 minutes. Wow, look at that. It's even higher on the 15-minute than any move we had here. Interesting. So in the bullish scenario, of course, 1 2 1 2 1 2 continuation. The problem is, or what lowers the probabilities a little bit here, is this wave 2 had a proper retracement, right? That was fine to the almost golden pocket. This wave 2 went to the 05, common target for 2. But if this is like 1 2 3 4 5, that's your 1, and this is your wave 2, it only went to the 2 3 6, which is incredibly rare. It happened, the last time that happened was in July, which was the move we had here, yes, here in July. That was the last time we had a 2 3 6 wave 2. Now, if a, like I guess the simple thing is, if you break market structure now, right? Yeah, one could be looking for lower prices to come. It doesn't really make sense to have this as a flat. So for a wave 2, right? You wanna hold this and see continuation to the upside. But this is why being patient is so nice, right? You just want to observe price action. You get a rejection. You know, if your target is hit, you made profit. Very nice, congratulations. You know, if you FOMO'd at the top, well, you know, I always say never FOMO, YOLO, catch nice. We don't do that over here. You'll lose a lot more than you win over a long period of time. And I've had that experience in the past. And yeah, it remains the same. I either look for a range or a rejection. And a rejection needs to form over some time. You know, it's not one like a 1 minute candle or 1 15-minute candle. We want to observe what price does. Depends on the time frame you trade. If you enter this range, which I did outside of my plan for the diamonds here a little bit, but my TP was the weekly naked point of control, so I'm already out. But yeah, that's the bullish and bearish scenario. So ending diagonal, blow off top, fifth is in, or you get a range below the daily, grab the high, and then move down. No? So that you get a 5-wave structure, because then on the lower time frames, you're going to count this over here as your like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grab the high, move down again. If you the thing is also the market structure here, no? In the bullish scenario, you want this as another wave 2 and then continuation up. Volume kicks in, you don't want to go down now, right? This is the highest volume you had in this whole thing on the 15-minute. Let's see this. Yeah, and this wave 5 ending on the highest volume. I don't like to see that, so that is unlikely at the moment. Which leaves the ending diagonal or the bullish scenario. Ending diagonal, you can have your wave 5 high, A, B, C, high is in, or you get a 4, wick the high, move down, break market structure. And in the bullish scenario, you're going to be looking for a very shallow wave 2, but that would indicate a very big push usually. Just like we had in July, 236 was hit, and we moved from like 26k or something to 31k, or 25k to 31k, like very, very quick, almost like straight line. So, but it's weekend, which is quite interesting. Weekend pumps reminds me of the ETF Newsweek. I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, for the bulls, you want to hold these lows. It's a bit too early to go over CVD divergences now. Needs more time. Yeah, I gotta love a weekend with a bit of action. How nice that we were live at the same time as well. That's funny. Welcome, by the way, everyone. So everyone coming in, probably because of the pump as well. If you have questions, let me know about the different time frame scenarios. But the analysis part was at the beginning. Then we went over a couple of altcoins. The analysis part in the beginning was mainly focused on what we saw in this range. We had the probabilities higher towards the upside, which now happened. That cleared. So there, just as a quick summary, what I'm looking for now, right? I look for two things. After we get a push, I wait for a range, or I wait for a solid rejection, not a 1 minute candle towards the downside, but a bit of waves, bit of a rejection, market structure change, whatever it is. If you get a rejection, you always get another retracement eventually for a potential opportunity to the downside. As I learned very early, don't catch knives, don't FOMO, don't YOLO, right? Now, this scenario as an ending diagonal is invalidated if price is going to reach this 1-to-1 here at 40.4k, because a wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than a wave 3 in a contracting diagonal. It is common for an ABC to end on high volume, right? We've seen that throughout this range multiple times already, where your wave C can become like a blow off top and eventually be the high. So that is something to keep in mind here. Alternatively, for the high of a wave C, you have a local 1, 2, this is your 3, you're going to get a 4 below the daily, move up, wick the high, and then move down. We are currently at the blue box resistance over here, right? We had resistance here, point of control, weekly naked point of control was hit, starting to range, probabilities higher for a move up, bullish CVD divergences here as well, which I talk about in more detail at the beginning of this live stream. Probabilities higher for a move up, as mentioned at the beginning of the live stream. So this is the bearish scenario, right? patience. And in the bullish scenario, preferably you're not changing market structure. You're going to stay above these lows here, where 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't really enjoy seeing a nested 1 2 in this scenario for continuation per se, because usually that is very, very wave 3 behavior, which we had here at the lows, right? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and then you get into like the 4 5s. So starting a wave 3 with a couple of 1 2s nested is something you like to see, right? Because you get a big wave 3 push, which is exactly what we got. But when we look at the structure from a medium time frame point of view, and also the volume, right? Couple of 1 2s, volume is pretty much neutral. It's normal. You get your wave 3, you get high peaks, big pushes. Then you get into like 4 5 type of behavior, and you can see the peaks are slowing down, right? The peaks are moving towards the downside. Very typical impulse structure to the upside, where medium time frame, bearish, you're going to eventually end your wave 5, 1 2 3 4 5, highs in, daily. Most common target area for wave 5 is where we are now, 40k, 38.7k, and you want to see a move down. Ending diagonal would then be your end. The one that I favor at the moment would still be another move up eventually for wave 5. I mean, I favor. In the end, it's Elliott Wave probabilities. It doesn't matter what I want. It's all about what the probabilities tell us. So in my daily updates, which I do 3 times a day, in case you're interested, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 7 p.m., we always talk about the probabilities as well, and the probabilities on the timeframes that I talk about in that update. And when we speak about probabilities on the medium time frame, oopsie daisy, I prefer to currently, like this scenario is one I keep an eye on, but as you can see, we are then in 4 5 4 5 4 5, eventually looking for a bigger rejection. The thing is that this wave 5 can go a lot higher compared to this wave 5 here, right? This wave 5, maximum target 43.7. You're going to pass this target, you're going to be looking for the other scenario for sure. And yeah, this is your most common target area for 5. Daily hit, nice rejection. Then you want to see an ending diagonal. So we got to take it step by step, wait for another range locally. Possibly this white 5 can go over here, but this is something that we need some more price action for this. So yeah, this is currently the status. So we got the push, we have a little bit of a move, that happens. From an Elliott Wave point of view, we now wait for a range to form, and based on the new range, we can get a new probabilities. These are the things that give us the most information, just like what we had here. Probabilities were higher. To move up, we move up. Now we wait for a range, or we get a bigger rejection, and then a move back up, right? Potentially then A, B continuation, or 1, 2 continuation, but it's way too early because we first need some candles to form. The white box is now support over here in the bullish scenario, as mentioned, preferably not breaking market structure. If this is the high of a C, you want to break market structure. Support is now 38.7, 39k, and your resistance, well, we basically tapped the resistance in this box now. So yeah, that's that really. This is this is a summary. If you want to get a bit more information, look at the previous video, 10 minutes. It's on my channel, the previous update at 1 p.m. Where I give more condensed info about different scenarios. But this is basically, this is it. This is, of course, with the newest info now. So we have resistance, we get a rejection. Nice. So, yeah. Not me, banger trades. However, if the opportunity is there, then I will. But I first need a rejection or I need a range. because I don't catch knives, I don't YOLO, I don't FOMO, right? I have a trading plan, trading strategy, which the diamonds here in the group, the diamond members in that are in here, that are using my strategy as well, my trading strategy, they know that my trading strategy, it will take at least, so 88% of my setups form after 4 hours minimum, 4 hours time. Meaning after this high, if there would be a setup according to my strategy, 88% of the trades take at least 4 hours to form. 58% of the trades take at least 12 hours to form, and 34% of the trades take at least 34% of the trades take at least, what is it, 1 day to form. So I have time. I don't want to catch knives, you know, all that stuff. So I might take profit locally. I had a small little like scalp after I saw the bigger bullish CVD divergences here, as mentioned in the beginning, actually before the stream. Took a little long, closed at the weekly naked point of control, which was at the high here, 39K. Probably got some positive, how do you call it? Slippage because of the impulsivity of the candle, which is always nice. So, no, you know, the trend is your friend. However, if there is a shorting opportunity according to my plan, I will always take it, because I know based on statistics, I know my win rate, I know my trading against the trend, trading with the trend win rate separately. I know my best risk to reward ratio also against and with the trend potentially. So I have so much data about my strategy. And that is what I can recommend as well, is if you want to build a trading strategy, find the tools you like to use, build statistics on the tools, right? Put some statements in an Excel sheet. Yes, no column, total, right? Probabilities behind. Track your statistics, then put tools together, your favorite ones, put the tools together, and then build statistics on the combination of the tools. And then you're going to have your entry requirements and entry rules. I have 7. I think I have 7 entry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entry requirements. And then you build statistics on the combination, and then you're going to tweak, adjust, and improve, and keep building statistics. And you know, if you do that long enough, you'll get, and you can make a profitable strategy with anything. Anything, trend lines, patterns, CVD, order flow, doesn't matter. Any strategy works. And that's also, you always have to respect someone else's strategy, whatever they use. It might not be the same as what you use. It might look very simple, but my microphone almost went down. It might be look very simple, but it might be very effective in the good hands. Do you use any options Greeks for your analysis, such as looking for big gamma squeezes, or any futures data to look at how futures traders are positioned on Bitcoin? No, I don't actually. I don't use that so what I show in my videos, in my content here on the stream, is also literally what I use as a trader. So I use exactly the same stuff. Of course, the combination and the rules is what matters. Yeah. Wati, how you doing? Welcome. Adzin Network, Scam. Welcome, Mr. Scam. Mark Z, do you use liquidation levels V2 by? No, I don't. I also don't use any external platforms to look for heat maps and things. Banger trades. Well, I predicted this uptrend quite easily looking at put premium collected on Bitcoin over the last week. Well, hopefully you managed to trade based upon it, which is part of your strategy, which is good. You know, if this works in your way of trading, that's positive. I always like to see it as well, if people have their own strategy, instead of trying to look for like signals on YouTube channels, right? If you have your strategy, you will get confidence, and with confidence comes a lot less YouTube. Not that I want you to not be here and join the party that we have, but you will be watching in a different way. You will be observing YouTube videos, hopefully like this one, where you're trying to learn something, maybe add some probabilities to maybe something you're thinking of, but you're not going to be looking for a specific signal from a video. Or, you know, you're going to you're going to have it as additional confluence, but not as a sign to long or short, basically, which is a big difference. Rashiki Tech agreed. Tafish, what's up, mate? The fib extension. True, yeah. Here for Koen's face. I'm here for your, well, the fish, not having a fish. Like the fish is very often in live streams. Also Watty, by the way. Koens, the gold tier is only Elliott or mixed with some of your strategies. It has information about target boxes, volume profile, but it's and also order blocks, but it's mainly about Elliott waves. My everything according to my strategy and everything around my strat, that is diamond. Yeah. But gold is, I have the whole, gold is basically the Elliott Wave course. And if you manage to, if you do the course in a month, then you're a member for 1 month in gold. And you got yourself a very nice Elliott Wave like course. So yeah. But yeah, look, this is nice, right? A little bit of ranging. Let's look at the divergences here. It's of course very, very young. After we had the push, possibly, right? 3-minute bullish CVD divergences here. If you don't know what CVD is, then go to the channel and look for CVD or look at any of my previous videos. And the end screen always has this video, so you'll easily find it. It's basically market shorts, market longs, and you can see if there's any absorption. Also exhaustion, but you don't really tend to trade exhaustion, mainly absorption. But yeah, I like to give price a little bit more time, but possibly some bullish CVD on a 3-minute. I prefer to see 15-minute stuff. So now that we had this move to the upside, we just wait patiently, as we do. So the daily has now been hit. For people that just joined as well, go back about 15 minutes, maybe, yeah, about 15 minutes, I suppose, 20 minutes. That is where I provided a summary of what we're looking for. So I guess at minute like 1 hour 20, 1 hour 15, if you want to go and look what we analyzed before we had the pump, then go to the beginning of the stream where we went over this range and the probabilities of price moving up. So then you understand why the probabilities were higher for a move to the upside. And I think the why is always interesting to know. So 20 minutes ago, about 20 minutes, that's when we went through medium time frame, low time frame, micro. And if you want to know what I thought about this range before the pump, then go to the beginning of the video. Osgur, why my messages are not appearing here? Probably because there's a word in the message that removes the comment. So in YouTube, scammers, my YouTube comment section is very, very clean because I keep up to date with any scammers that appear. And I have a whole lot of banned words that scammers like to use. So if you use similar words, probably your message is not appearing. So you have to use probably a different word somewhere, I guess. New trader here. Welcome, Mongo. Good to have you here. How different is trading crypto compared to indices and Forex? Well, I mean, for starters, generally, right, what they say is the crypto market tends to move more in percentage. It's not necessarily that it, like, of course, price-wise, it depends on the altcoin and Bitcoin. So if we leave price out, then percentage-wise, the moves are nice on Bitcoin or any other coin. Now, I personally, I trade one pair, one time frame, one strategy. Like, I keep things very simple, right? Bitcoin is the thing I do. I do analyze other coins, like in this stream, we did some altcoins as well. But generally, between the indices, Forex, and then crypto, it just tends to move a bit more impulsively. Percentage-wise, the moves tend to be bigger, which, if you trade this industry, can result in more profit, but it's also the danger of the industry, right? Where you can make the gains, but you can also make the losses. Trading psychology is incredibly important. What you often see on and this is where I started as well years ago, is if you Google Bitcoin trading, the first thing you're going to see is probably bullshit. It's the moon boys. It's the people that were shouting in 2021 when Bitcoin was at like 45, 50K. Oh, we're going to 200K. Those are the people with the face like, you know, and then somewhere in the title, Bitcoin going to 200K next, you know, that shit. The thing is that, yes, you can earn a lot, and you see the Lambos, you see people with Rolexes and all that stuff. Now, I don't care about all that, honestly, right? It doesn't matter if I own it or not, but I will not show it. I won't show it on my Instagram. I won't show it here. My wrists on purpose are always empty when I live stream. I never have any watches here. I never show cars and all that stuff, because it doesn't help you. What it does is it sells a dream, right? It sells opportunity, which is true. You will have the opportunity of reaching a certain level of money success by trading. General indices, forex, crypto, doesn't matter what you use. But what we focus on here on the channel is not selling you stuff. It's realistic trading with a plan, with a strategy, with consistency, with discipline, with all that stuff, right? Because you're not going to get rich in one day. You're not going to get rich in 1 year. You're not going to be trading 1 to 100 risk to reward ratios every time. In our Discord, we don't allow the profit screenshots because no one is waiting for profit screenshots, right? You're waiting for compliments on your profit screenshot, which maybe was a trade someone took with 1 cent, but you know, got an amazing entry, 200x trade. So, you know, it's much more important, and that's what I like to focus on the channel, is to be calm, collected, patient, look at what the chart gives us, and build a strategy. Because if there is one skill that will take you a long way, is learning how to build a strategy and learning how to maintain your psychology. Because once you got a strategy, your psychology will be most difficult. Why do we have almost a record amount of people on the channel? It's because price is pumping. Price pumps, emotions run, right? It's always important to stay calm. And it's easy for me to say now because, you know, in the beginning, I was probably the most emotional trader you'll find. Like my first ever trade with all my savings, which was very stupid. I was awake till 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. I did make profit and then lost everything in the weeks after. But yeah, you know, I've learned a lot of lessons, and the lessons do not include showing watches, showing cars, showing real estate, showing all of my travels. And, you know, yes, on Instagram, if I go to other countries, I do post some stuff on my stories, but you won't see me post, you know, stuff you see, I suppose. So yeah, crypto can be very nice. It's volatile, it moves, but you need a plan and a strategy. The bullish CVD divergences play out, by the way, if price takes this little high, right? If it takes this high, then locally the divergences have played out, but there is some absorption going on of market short positions locally. Madhusanka, wait, I wasn't there. Mrityunjoy Barman, what is the reason for Bitcoin's big move? Price moves. Doesn't always need a certain reason, like news or anything. It's people buying, selling. It's a liquidity searching. So I think it is an interesting question, but I am a purely technical trader, so I won't be able to answer your question based on any fundamentals, because I don't even know when the halving is. I don't know about ETFs and dates and months. I purely trade the chart. I do hear about stuff because of the community we have in Discord with 1,100 people. So of course, like, you hear things, but I only focus on the chart, and probabilities were higher for price to move up, which you'll go, if you go to the beginning of the video where we did stuff before the pump happened. Here I went live at 7, which was over here, but also yesterday, or not yesterday, at 1 p.m. today, Central European time, right? When the range was forming, the probabilities have remained the same, which was a move to the upside. Now we got to move up, and now we just wait for another range. Because the ranges is what gives you clarity from an Elliott Wave point of view. Yeah. And if you want to check the analysis and the quick summary of what I've done, like on the medium time frame, low time frame micro, then go to 1 hour 20. I think that is when I start. If you want to see the analysis of the beginning of the stream, then go to the beginning, where I only go over this range. Madhusanka, hello, sir. And yeah, another reason really, I do want to say, like, I'm interested in crypto, I'm interested in Bitcoin, but I don't care what level price it is, because I trade the move. And this is in confluence with, in this, like this question, I trade the price moves, like percentage moves. I don't have they usually say don't marry the asset, right? I haven't married the industry or the asset, but I'm interested. And I have a 17-year long career in the gaming and esports industry, where I also have my own businesses. I'm a global keynote speaker. I used to be a professional gamer and a medical student. Gave up that part, as I'm now entrepreneur and trader, and speaker. So I like, it's the moves that are interesting, and it's nicely to balance that with the lifestyle I have. Hello, sir. YouTube answer. Ooh, that's a difficult question. I don't have any other ways at the moment. Only through YouTube. I don't have a website yet. I mean, the channel is of course, we started the channel, or I started the channel on the 20th of February. So, you know, about 9 months and a little bit, 9 months and 2 weeks ago. We're at like 5K something. And I haven't yet made a website with other opportunities to join. So what I would recommend, Madhusanka, is first of all, also for people here, if you want to learn Elliott Waves, right? Of course, you can buy a course or get to gold, but start with the free stuff. Look in the description. There's 2 websites that are public. You can use them. Those are the sources that I have used myself to learn Elliott Waves. And study it like you're at university. Get your notebook out, get your pen out, write it down. It's the first video on this channel as well. If you go to the videos, oldest, I think it's the first video I made with not yet the microphone. I only had my earphones. Where I said, do this first, or something. That's the title. Do this first before trading, or something. Study. Yeah, get the notebook out, write everything down, and learn. And then, of course, if you're interested in developing quicker, asking more questions from someone that uses it for a long time and on a certain level, then, you know, feel free to join any level. The updates, silver, gold, diamond. What do you think about ETH? It retested the high time frame value area low, increasing probabilities to move to the point of control at 2600 at a certain moment in time. We actually went over ETH earlier. It was the second alt we did today. So we started with Solana, and then I went over Ethereum. So you will find it at about the 45-minute mark, I guess. Maybe earlier. So make sure to check that part of the stream out. Stream delay. Just want to say I've emailed you about an issue in Discord. Okay, I'll make sure to check it out, Oscar. Thanks for your email, by the way. Vitalian, welcome. Will the market go down? We don't know what the market will do, but what we can do is play the probabilities. Remember, everyone, what I just explained, where if you have a certain strategy and a certain way of trading, and you work on building a strategy, you won't go to YouTube to try and look for, you know, because we don't know what price will do. First of all, Amul Bea, welcome. But secondly, we don't know. We only have probabilities. And based on probabilities, we take action. And from an Elliott Wave point of view, now locally here, in this range, probabilities were higher to move up. We got that move to the upside. That's cleared now, right? And now there is two options here that I look for. Either a range to form, or we get a rejection and then another retracement, and then we take it from there, right? But after bigger pushes, I like to wait for a range. What is quite clear is we made another high on higher volume. So there is the potential here, right, for continuation, because this is what you like to see in an impulsive structure. You like to see new highs being formed on higher volume. So in an impulse, you will be at least looking for another wave 4, wave 5 on lower volume. If the next push will be on higher volume again, you're just going to repeat it, waiting for a 4 and eventually a 5. That's what I said here as well. This high was made on the highest volume we had in the trend. So what we were saying is, hey, looking for a range, taking the high, possibly on lower volume. But if we get another high on higher volume, you could be looking for the same shit, different day, right? And also we have some bullish CVD divergences here, increasing the probabilities of potential continuation. And in the bearish scenario, right, you're going to be thinking about a blow off top for a wave C. It's not the nicest C wave here to the upside, to be honest. So, yeah, that would be your bearish scenario, where potentially you look for a local 4, 5, grab the high, and then move down. Bearish scenario becomes a lot more probable if you change market structure, while in the bullish scenario, not that one, this one here, and also not that one. Damn it, this one. You want this level to hold then in a potential 1-2 continuation. So this is the thing. After you get a high volume push, we have to wait again for a range to form, which will give us more clarity about what will happen next. If this is an impulsive structure in a wave 3, you really want continuation, but it is weekend. And that's the problem at the moment. If this would be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and you're going to go looking for 50K, you start your wave 3 in the weekend. It's usually not very likely or great. So what I'm looking for here locally is simply patience and observe the range here. So, you know, usually the weekend is not the beginning of wave 3. So we just casually or patiently we wait, but we have a little bit of bullish CVD divergences, which already played out, by the way. The bullish CVD played out now. We took this high. So bullish CVD is now neutralized. Okay, so that's neutralized. So we don't have any bullish CVD now. It already played out. BTC dump. BTC will dump. Maybe, maybe not. Moon boys sell the bottom. Yeah, I know, right? Or buy the top. First timer, hello everyone. Welcome, Mr. E. How you doing? Good to have you here. Good evening. Where are you from? Where's the people that are here for the first time? Where are you guys from? What's up? I'm from the Netherlands. My name is Koen. I live in Gouda. It's usually quite likely that in your supermarket you're gonna find a cheese that is called Gouda, Gouda, whatever the pronunciation is in your language. That's the city where I live. A beautiful city in the green heart of the Netherlands, as they like to call it. You can Google online for some pictures, and yeah, it's amazing. Lots of green, lots of water. Good to have you here. So that's where I'm from. Yo, we have we have some catch up to do. Thanks for the reply. My pleasure, mate. Current, seriously. So often you see people say when Lambo and that other garbage, they will never get one, following rather than reflecting. Polar Bearman, currently so often you see people say when Lambo, and that other garbage, they will never get one, following rather than reflecting. Yeah, I agree. Like, usually the people that shout, this is interesting. This is almost like general stuff, right? Where the people that shout the most usually have the least. The people that show the least usually have the most. Something to think about. Justin Chu, Koens, what I think for new traders, always tell them to don't trade emotionally. Try to tell them to treat trading as a job. That's true. Trading, I mean, in the end, being a trader is like having a business. It's being an entrepreneur. You want to earn money long term in the trading business. You want to be profitable over years to come. You're not going to be a millionaire in a day, right? Or you've done something very stupid, but you're not going to be a millionaire in a day. The goal is to be consistently profitable and build your account. You start with whatever you can lose. That's important. Or wait. First, you start with $5, $100. You don't start with what you can lose, right? Start low. This is advice. That is advice, because I've made that mistake in the past. Start with a low amount. Learn to trade. Do not demo trade. I don't recommend demo trading, because demo trading doesn't do anything with your psychology. Because once you start trading your own money that you've worked for or that you earned in a way, that's when emotions kick in, and you got to learn to manage the emotions. And you will only learn to manage emotions if you get off the demo. So only use the demo if you want to learn how a platform works, like an exchange. Now, personally, I trade on BingX, right? That's the exchange I've been using for a long time now. That's the one that I prefer. And quick sellout, but if you want to, there's a couple of links in the description if you want to know more. We got some fun stuff going on. But that's the exchange that I use. So that's also the only partner of the channel. I don't promote anything I don't use. So learn the platform, possibly with a demo account, but go to like real money quick, but only low amount. Don't get tricked into trying to earn your whole money, your whole yearly salary in like one trade. It's not going to happen, right? And if it happens, it's the worst that can happen to you, because if your first trade is going to be a big winner, you probably are going to get too confident while still not knowing something. You don't have a strategy or a plan. So long term, you're likely going to lose everything, which happened to me. My first trade was a big winner, and then I lost everything very soon after, because I could not manage my emotions, which was when Bitcoin, that was like 2021, early 2021. So I couldn't manage my emotions. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything. I had a lucky trade. So first work on learning the platform, trade with real money, building a strategy, keep things low, use it as less than money. And, preferably your education is costing you $100 instead of $1,000, $10,000, $5,000, right? Learn the lessons of the industry, slowly scale up once you get some profitability, because what you learn with $100 can be used with $500, with $1,000, with $10,000. And of course, the more money, different psychology. So you got to get used to higher dollar values that you lose and win step by step, not from 0 to 100K at once, right? Step by step, take it easy. Don't think like it's like doing a minor or a major, like a study. Study first, write everything down. And I got a lot of notebooks that you see in the first video on my channel, where I studied. I wrote everything down. If you're interested, I can show it now on stream, but you got to let me know. Then I have to get them from the closet behind me to show the notebooks. What's up, Santos? Good evening. Largo Caballero. In the recent range, run a V-nice sequence of 4 double tops in 9 days since 24. Yeah, we had a lot of highs, right? We had a lot of highs made, but eventually we broke out, and now we hit the daily resistance. It's good stuff, but it's weekend, so I don't really like to have a wave 3 in the weekend. From an Elliott Wave point of view, of course. Nothing changed with the CVD yet. Gotta wait for a range, no? Also, we're in the bear market last 3 years since 2021, so it's time to go up. Yeah, I have a cycle macro high time frame video on the playlist in YouTube, the macro playlist. The next one will be on Sunday, 7 p.m. Central European time. What game did you play? Trackmania. If you Google my name here, Koens, on YouTube, you will see a lot of gaming news and stuff. And I'm a global keynote speaker, so you'll probably find my name, and then you'll find my agencies, the global agency as well. I'm a board member of the Global Esports Federation. as well. And I played Trackmania professionally for 11 years. In the Netherlands, I'm the first esports player, the first professional gamer with a top sport status to combine my medical study with my esports career, which got me free from school and stuff. Star Stacker. Is this the time for getting into Ethereum? Depends on your plan, my friend. You need a plan and a strategy with entry requirements, a stop loss, an invalidation level, and a target. And then you can answer this question yourself, as I'm unfortunately not able to answer that question for you. You need a plan. Go on Phoenix Pro. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Saith Zuba. I want to take a long. Can it possible to come down, bro? Possibly. 31K is at the moment, though, on the medium time frame. That would only be the case if you have the bearish scenario here, though. The thing is, what I don't like to see in the bullish case is price going below 31K, because this support resistance area that you see on the chart right now is very important. Support, resistance, resistance, resistance. You want to turn it into support if you come down. So, wouldn't really like to see that. We have a weekly gap here as well. Preferably, you're going to stay above 34K. If you're going to close candles below here on a weekly time frame, so let's say daily candles in here, probabilities increase to hit this area, but also to go below. Something to think about. From an Elliott Wave point of view, your bearish scenarios, you're going to be looking for a 5 and then a rejection, right? So let me quickly adjust to the new high. So if that's your high here, your most common target for a wave 2, if you think like bullish here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, continuation up. That's the most bullish scenario. The second bullish scenario is that this is a wave 5 from 15K, and you go for a bigger 2 later. But hey, before that happens, we have enough time. If your high of 5 would be in, you're going to be looking for a 2. Most common target is the 05786, taken from the low to the high over here. That is 32.3K to 28K, but I wouldn't like to see 28. So preferably 05 bounce, max 618 with maybe a wick and bounce because of what I just showed. However, on the medium time frame, what currently for me has, as it stands, a bit higher probabilities is 4 5s to the upside and have a higher wave 5 before a drop. So it's typical impulsive structure, range up in multiple 1-2s, volume is horizontal, then you get your wave 3 to the upside, volume increases, and then you go into ranges again where volume, the peaks get lower, right? Price moves up, but your peaks get lower, which is typical 4-5, 4-5, 4-5 behavior, where eventually you're going to be looking for a high and then a 4 and a 5. So, but this can extend. That's the thing. It can go quite high, but eventually we're gonna be looking for a move to the downside. But 31K, that would be the lowest target for the bulls. So, many experiences and talents. Well, I'm only good in Tim. I don't know if Tim Boerboom is still here. He is. He is a real life friend of mine, and he knows that I'm only good in stuff that I focus on. Like I have, like a few things I really enjoy. So I put all my time and effort in there, like medicine, human body is very interesting. The other day on stream, I was showing a open heart surgery book that I got from a professor when I did open heart surgery with him in the operation room. And yeah, fascinating. Then you have Trackmania, racing, trading, speaking. And I don't know a lot of, I'm very stupid, quote unquote, and I don't know a lot of stuff about anything else. All right. But we all have our specialties. We all have our, some people would like to call it talents, others call it gifts, others call it whatever it is. Everyone has certain talents. Yeah, I know I focus on these, I suppose. But I'm pretty sure that everyone here has talents and experiences and are men or women of many experiences and many talents. You are all. Like everyone. What's up, Jan? Jan is a Dutch name. Quite a Dutch name. Maybe you are. I don't know. But thanks for your message. TBR464, you're new. Welcome. Good to have you around. Where you're from. Mongo, what are the best times to trade Bitcoin? Depends a little bit on your strategy because Bitcoin is a 24/7 market. But if you want to see some probabilities, then let's see. Let me open... so for my strategy, the best time is actually the afternoon. Let me quickly open my previous data sheet because I tweaked my strategy and I am now... oh, by the way, this is fun to show as well. Check this. I'm not updating it as much as I used to do, but this is this is the YouTube stuff. Like I was first tracking it per day, but now we're reaching numbers where I can't. So this is the amount of days it takes to go 100 subs up. I don't know. Maybe you found it interesting, but I'm slacking with the monthly. Anyway, the old stats. So for my strategy, right? This is my statistics sheet, my old one, because I tweaked it a little bit and improved it. And you know, now doing new statistics again. But for my strategy, what works best is, let me zoom in here for you, is the afternoon. Funny enough, the weekends tend to be quite good as well, but the afternoon is where it shines. And this is where statistics help as well, right? Where if you record statistics, and I have Excel sheets before this one, and I also have sheets after, because, you know, once you tweak a strategy, you have to start over, right? So what is nice about knowing the ideal times, or the times that most of the setups appear and have a higher probability of playing out, is combining your trading with your life. If you build a strategy is incredibly personal, right? A strategy is based on your lifestyle, your risk management, your risk appetite, the tools that you like to use, and, you know, many different factors. But especially lifestyle. Do you want to sit behind the PC all day to trade, or only parts of the day? Are you going to be a scalper or a swing trader or a day trader? Now, because I have another company and I do speaking as well, which I really love doing, because only being a trader is actually quite boring. I have about 8 to 20 setups a month, and only trading would be very boring for me. So I like to do other stuff and position my money at other places and stuff as well. And, you know, so I know that, hey, the afternoon is interesting. I have alarms that I set on the chart. And then during the day, I can be out and about. And when an alarm goes off, I can check, okay, you know, this is happening. But it helps. Statistics really help. Can definitely recommend. So what are the best times to trade Bitcoin? Really depends on your strategy that you develop. India. Okay, wait, this was the question. So India, here we got Rakshit. Let me actually quickly have a look. Rakshit Singh, welcome. Also India. Alex El Salvador, F1 Crypto. F1, I like that. I'm a big Formula 1 fan. Manchester, UK. You're across the pond, no? First time from Pakistan. Welcome, Pods. How you doing? Bulgaria. Trician Sun, Bulgaria. Beautiful. Nuno, should I get into gaming crypto now or what? I mean, hey, if you want to support the gaming industry, why not, right? Why not? You have the games where you can, you know, get NFTs, like the crypto kind of games, the NFT games, remember? Where I think World of Tanks has a system like that, where you can buy tanks and then sell them again and stuff. Can you TA Kaspa? No, I can't. Well, we did some altcoins earlier, but now with Bitcoin, we observe Bitcoin, and I gotta go soon though. My fiance patiently waiting downstairs. I'm from Turkey. Ooh, Istanbul. I've been to Istanbul. Wait. Oh, it's not this hoodie. I got a hoodie from Istanbul because the Global Esports Federation World Championships were in Istanbul last year. So I was there because I'm a board member of the organization. It was really nice, really nice. Malaysia from the Netherlands. Dat is leuk. Can you speak a little bit of Dutch? Everdome is a jam. I don't know Everdome though. Oh, Crocodilo, what's up? Good day, good afternoon. Egyptian UFO. Can Bitcoin break 69K before the halving? When is the halving? I think people, because look, I don't know anything about fundamentals, also Bitcoin related. I purely focus on the charts. Let me quickly check. When is halving? When is the Bitcoin halving? Around 2024. Approximately 4 years after the previous halving in 2020, according to is predicted to happen on Friday, April 19. Can Bitcoin reach 69K before April 19 next year? I don't think so. Based on you're still waiting for a bigger retracement and then a 2 that will take a while. You could reach 50K, but I don't think you'll go to 69 at the moment. So the most bullish case would be up to 50, reject, go into a corrective structure for a 2. But that's the thing, that can take a while, the corrections. And you're already in December now. So, but hey, we take it step by step on the channel, right? It's all probabilities. So no one knows what will happen. We might be, but based on the thoughts now with the high time frame Elliott Wave scenarios, I don't see it happening at the moment. But hey, maybe once we're in February, March, we know better. But Brazil, the football country. Polar Bearman, first live stream. Thank you from Wyoming. Wyoming. Welcome, Polar Bear. Polar Bear man. Appreciate you being here, spending some time. Los Angeles, nice. I was there last year in October. Beautiful walking in the mountains. Hollywood sign. Rudy Ramelan, goedenavond Koen, welkom. Goed je hier te zien. Olsenaren, probably some Dutchies here as well. LA. Gotta say that the American trip we've done, because I had a speaking gig in Pebble Beach, then went south to Santa Monica, LA, Vegas, and then we flew home again, is one of the most memorable trips I've ever done. So amazing. Crypto Bull Sniper, Dominican Republic. Global audience. John Lieber, did you say you were an ex-pro gamer? Yes, Trackmania. The racing game. Rudy Ramelan. Wait. Look. So I got third at the World Championships in 2013. Yes, I am 31. I'm not a professional gamer anymore. I know. Oh no, it's not the 40 million of Dota, right? Okay, I get it. And we just had the League of Legends World Championships with Faker winning his 4th World Championship, right? So, but yeah, I'm not into the millions, but hey, I was happy. Yeah, 3rd place. The good times. Jeez, the good times. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at events, World Championships in Paris, and we flew across the world besides my study. Oh man, it was really fun. Bitcoin gaat richting de 56.000. Op, dollar ga ik vanuit, you mean. I mean, it is going in the direction of 56,000, but before we get there, there's a couple of hurdles to go. The biggest resistance is between 38.5 and 50. Take it step by step, very slowly, and 56 would expect at least a bit of a retracement before reaching those higher levels from an Elliott Wave point of view. James Webster, Maple Syrup, a good day and thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Good afternoon. Go on Phoenix Pro. How are you doing? Hi from Columbus, Ohio. Gotta say, with America, you know what it is? All those names sound so rich because of the movies and the series, and Texas, Ohio, New York, Las Vegas, LA. That's amazing. Hello. Time to short? Depends on your strategy. You need to develop a strategy and a plan that gives you the probabilities in your favor to potentially go into a short. I have my strategy, I have my plan, and my plan tells me to not catch knives and all that stuff, which I learned in the past, but that's my plan. Some people will have shorted this based on probably order flow, support resistance, whatever reason they had. But in my strategy, it's very patient. I'm a very patient trader. It will take at least 4 hours before any setup appears. So I have all the time. Only true, man. Yeah, the inspirational bit earlier. By the way, welcome, Juicy Lucy. How you doing? Is it possible to make a video on weekly and monthly chart? I do. It's already on the channel. Wait, here's my YouTube channel. You just go to the homepage and you move down to the Bitcoin Macro Elliott Wave videos, which also include the cycle. Maybe I have to change it to cycle nowadays. So this is the monthly. So the cycle from the beginning of Bitcoin to where we are now. Cycle, macro, high time frame, and then during the daily updates, 3 per day, if I can. That is when we go into the lower time frames, medium time frame, low time frame, micro. You know, we go from 12-hour down to the 15, basically. So I can provide you the most update I can, or the most information and the most up-to-date info I can. Very much better. I've done that mistakes. Yeah, I think many people lost a lot in the beginning just by upping their budget, but not really knowing what's going on. Wave Y can be a double zigzag. Yes. No. Wave Y, sorry. I was thinking about a WXY sharp. Wave Y cannot be a double zigzag. Wave Y can be a zigzag, a flat, or a triangle. But it can't be an internal WXY. Wave W can be a zigzag flat. X can be any corrective structure, but usually is a zigzag. And wave Y can be a flat triangle zigzag. If wave W is a zigzag, wave Y cannot be a zigzag. That's the main rule to remember. Wave Y cannot be a WXY internally. Same with the wave W. I short Bitcoin. Many indicators are overhit. Follow your plan. So that is good. If you followed your plan, that's positive, no? And also with plans, if you know your win rate, you're not going to be 100% win rate profitable trader. If you have a win rate of, I showed my statistics earlier, it's about 70%, 65, 70%. I'm still going to have 30, 40 losses. If it's some months might be 60, some months 80, you know. But you're still going to incur losses following the plan. If you have a loss, it doesn't mean your strategy doesn't work, right? Over 100 trades, you got to check the statistics. By the way, let me remove this. This is completely irrelevant now. Unpin. You need to build statistics over a long period of time, right? So if your strategy has 5 losses in a row, it doesn't mean the strategy doesn't work. It means you might then get 20 winners in a row based on the, you know, it's all about building statistics. But hey, good luck with the short as well. It's at least a solid support resistance area. What is your favorite pieces on the piano? Currently, it would be this. A New Horizon from Patrick Pichman. That's my favorite song. Very complex. I can't play it myself. Indonesia, that's nice. I was there as well on holiday in 2016, backpacking, and I came back to Jakarta because of the World Championships of the International Esports Federation in 2018, I believe it was, with the Dutch squad. Spain, I might actually move to Spain with my fiance potentially, because she's interested in real estate and stuff. So Tanel Nook, welcome by the way. Nita, welcome. Ahmed, what's up? Sorry for your message. Mikael, how are you doing? Tanel Nook, Estonia. Veronika Zayak, Poland. That's a gamer. I'm also a gamer. Yeah, I know. My by the way, Trackmania was my professional game, but my relax game was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the old school one, right? Not the newer games, the old school one. 1 second here. WhatsApping my fiance downstairs. Too bad. Blair M. Lebanon. When is the pullback post EFT ETF? Wait, let's actually go to the 50-minute. We're hanging around on that high time frame all the time. Ups. Let's have a look. We continue to observe. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, just, you know, as always, we're waiting for a range. I don't really know what you mean, Blair. Could you clarify your question? Jan, Germany, Egypt. What's up? So Jan, guten Abend. Guten Abend. In Germany, we went to a Christmas market last year in Köln, and we got all those cups, you know. you go and buy Glühwein or whatever, and then you can take the cup. I didn't know, so we got a shitload of cups downstairs in the cupboard. I'm at Egypt, never been there though yet. Beautiful with the pyramids. Albi, hi Koens, can you share how long and how did you manage to overcome your emotional challenges in trading? I started, so in the beginning I was incredibly emotional. Then based on experience by being in the market for a long period of time, some of the emotion will automatically decrease because you get more experience in the market. However, if you struggle with specific things, then there's only one thing I can recommend, and I do not have any affiliate link for you. I don't know if you want me to make one or not, but what I can highly recommend is this book. The Mental Game of Trading. If you struggle with anything psychological, get this and do the exercises. There we go again. It's all about studying. Do the exercises. Read the book first. You know, I got my stuff. Read it again. Do the exercises, and yeah, you will improve by working on the system provided in the book as well. So for me, this is the best book on trading psychology. Trading in the zone. The first half is nice. The second half is like meh. This for me is much better. Like this actually gives you a system, a procedure, a step-by-step plan on how to work on your trading psychology. And the writer, the author, has experience with professionals of all industries. He was the psychologist of Team Liquid, esports team, golfers. He does stuff with poker players, you know, football, NBA, whatever. Yeah. So why are you like? Yeah. So that's the step-by-step procedure. Like, you know, if my technicals are on a high level with what I enjoy using, I'm not looking for more stuff to add to my strategy. I know it works. No reason to change for now. If I work on something trading wise, it's always psychology. I mean, as we speak. Notebook. So this is my my notebook with a lot of a lot of stuff like trading psychology, indicators, Fibonacci channels, patterns, volume, footprint, tools and charts, certain like pitchforks, log scale, exo charts, deltas, CVD, triangle, bump and run, Elliott waves. You know, this is like my holy grail of like, yeah, it's like if I would have gone to university, this is my big ass notebook. So I've actually been working on my mental game today as well, as you know, it's from the book. So I got a chapter in here that's called Improving My Mental Game. Now, my psychology is so much better than in the past, naturally. Got a lot more experience, but if I sometimes still make a mistake, it's always psychology related. So you can never learn enough, you know, and improve enough. And the strategy in the book is this. So let me see if I can somehow help you read it. Wait, I need to actually see my OBS as well. So one, sorry for my handwriting. I used to become a doctor. So over here, steps of the mental game of trading. Step 1 is mapping your pattern. Begin to recognize the patterns associated with your most common trading errors. Catching the rise early is your biggest events, la-di-la. Then things you might capture, triggers, thoughts, emotions, behavior, actions, changes to decision. Well, you can read it. Then we have the mental hand history, which is his like strategy. these 5 questions. You have to answer the 5 questions, describe the problem in detail, explain why it makes sense that you have this problem or why you feel, think, or react this way, explain why the logic in step 2 is flawed, come up with a correction to that flawed logic, explain why that correction is correct, and then finally, correct your problem. Recognize a problem is triggered, disrupt momentum, inject logic to the correct the flaw. Use a strategic reminder to improve your reaction to this mental game. What is it? Execution. Sorry, lol. Use a strategic reminder to improve your execution of this mental game plan. There you go. So partly experience. With experience, you will learn a lot, but then it's actively working on your emotions. Also learning that your trading strategy there will be an opportunity, like your biggest trade is yet to come. There will always be a next opportunity, right? I know there's about 80-20 a month for me. And in Diamond, that's where the people trade the strat that I have. Super Psycho actually put data in the launch of the strategy of November, where here he was asking, 1 second here. So here, Randlewa was asking how many setups did we have in November, but I was busy doing other stuff. So then Super Psycho came in. We had 13 setups in November. There was one with actually 15, but 13 that he traded. That's fine. Randlewa, win rate, total, or return. Super Psycho, 7 wins, 3 break even, 3 losses. Win rate 76.9%. Hit rate 70% of a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, which is the target for my strategy. Profit would be 90% with a 1% risk adjustment for every trade, because your 1% becomes bigger as your account becomes bigger. Profit with 10% risk is 357%, which is what Super Psycho does. He trades my strategy with 10% because based on math, really, it would be a better risk to reward ratio. And he went, I won't call his numbers because I don't think it's respectful to call to name his budget, but he has quadrupled his account in 2 months. That's he's just very good in and he does 10% risk and he implements it well. So experience, have a strategy, have statistics. Here's another one. Here's another tip. Go to Discord. Go to Discord only content. Scroll up. Look at this video. Statistics will help you with your emotions, because now you know, based on statistics, based on data, you will trade based on data and not on emotions. I think it goes up or down. No, based on statistics and my entry and my rules, my plan, the highest probability setup is this. I might have losers, I might have winners. I don't know if my trade is going to be a winner or a loser, but I know that over 100 trades, this is my average win rate. And that is what it is about, right? It's about the long-term vision. Shit, I forgot what I was talking about here. What's up, Stratus Entertainment? Georgia, one of the best trading channels I've seen in the last 2 years. Big respect from me for sharing so much knowledge. Thank you, Dato. Nice car, by the way. I'm a big fan of cars. Dato Lopjanidze, Georgia. Appreciate your message. Thank you. Stratos, Bitcoin has no real value behind the fundamentals of a network to send and store value. I've read the it's not not the script, not the one pager. I've read the Bitcoin document before I started. The reason I got into crypto is because I was asked to be the host of a television show in the Netherlands, which was about the financial markets, in particular cryptocurrency. But I needed 2 months of preparation. And that's when I learned about Bitcoin. I used Binance Academy. You know Binance Academy? That's where I started, reading Binance Academy. So yeah, good old time. But yeah, I mean, I see the value. Absolutely, I see the value, but I don't look at fundamentals at all. I'm a purely 100% technical trader. If my strategy forms on the chart, I'm in. If it doesn't form on the chart, I'm not in. And the nice thing about a solid strategy is same shit, different day. You know what you're looking for, and if it doesn't form, you'll just do other stuff. This is also something which people find difficult, is if they have the chart open all day. That's another tip. Don't have the chart open all day if your strategy is not even close to being formed, right? But you first need a strategy, because having the chart open all day is gonna drag you into the chart, because there's always that one candle with higher volume and you'll be like, fuck, it's gonna break out, I buy. And what then happens? You're gonna buy. Where do you buy? You're always too late, right? You never, right? Or not always, but you know what I mean? It's not playing probabilities, it's playing emotions. Sometimes it's best to just turn the chart off, put your alarms at levels you find interesting, observe the reaction potential. Ahmad Muhammad, I love you too, mate. Welcome, good to have you here. Greetings from Egypt. Yeah, Egyptian UFO. I was wondering where you're from. Ahmad Muhammad from Ethiopia. That's beautiful. Listening from Dubai. I was there as well. I was there during the event World 2020. Well, it was supposed to be organized in 2020, but it became 2021 now, during the World Expo, because I had to speak at the World Expo for the Global Esports Federation. So I was in Dubai. It was my first time as well. So I had like the Uber driver picking me up from the hotel, which was a driver organized by the organization. And I asked him like, yo, can you drive me around Dubai and, show me stuff. So for the whole day, he drove me around, and I've seen all the spots and stuff. I didn't have much time. It was a business in and out type of thing, but I've seen a lot. I'm a fan League of Legends. That's nice. We had Worlds. It just finished. Can we believe order flow? If you're good in order flow, yes, absolutely. But you need to know how to read order flow. But you can definitely believe it. But you need to learn, right? It's all about learning. What do you think about CPR? That's with the dots, right? That's the indicator with the dot, I believe. I think. Yeah. It's just additional confluence. So same with the pivot point standard indicator as well, which is quite famous. It's just an additional area of support or resistance. So you can use that indicator in a strategy where you have some additional stuff as well. I would always use it in confluence with other things. But yeah, it can be effective. But what you want to do is now build statistics on the indicator, right? So you want to get yourself an Excel sheet and build statistics on the indicator. I might actually be able to. This is not statistics on the indicator. These are the statistics of the strat. But let me quickly have a look, because I do have somewhere statistics. Oh man, I got so many sheets. 1 second here. Which one am I going to open now? This one. Nice. Very, very nice indeed. So I found some stuff that you will find interesting. So I have done so many statistics in the past. And this will give you a little bit of info. So in the past, I've done statistics about SFPs. You like here. Wait, am I showing this? Yes. You get make a statement. Yes, no, total column. Right. Same with CVD. Something I like to use. Look how much statistics I build about you know, it's all about info. And then I have, of course, many more up, many more down. Elliott Waves, VWAP, speed fence, whatever, SVP, 1 to 5 minute CVD, other time frame CVD, pitchforks, channels, pivot points, you name it, mate. Like it's months and months and months and months of looking at the chart and just building a base, building statistics to eventually put into a strategy. Fib times is in here as well. So Elliott Waves, Fibonacci, previous week volume levels, previous day, order blocks, naked point of controls, target boxes. You know, that's a very, very old data sheet, that one. But I still have it. Koen doesn't miss Koen in Spay. Get jaloers of us all the time you spent with the group here, even Saturday night. Oh boy. Luckily my fiance understands, you know, she doesn't mind. But I will chill with her soon. Jawad Malik. And she's also entrepreneurial, right? Like we're together now for like already 6 years. Jawad Malik, UK, across the pond. Very nice. Watching from USA, Wyoming. There you go. The USA, other side of the world. What's a bit frustrating for me with Bitcoin is that you rarely have a straightforward impulse wave. You mostly have at least 2 1-2 setups, then you second guess yourself a lot of times. Yeah, I mean, the impulses and corrective structures you see in the books are rarely the ones you'll see on the chart. Right? The chart is never as clear as the books are. The nice thing, however, is the more experience you get, the more you start finding patterns and little golden nuggets that will help you. So in my daily updates, I often talk about the 886 being important. I talk about new highs being made or on higher volume, and then probabilities, continuation, wave 3s, what we want to see. If we're looking for wave 4s, we don't want price to drop to the 0.618. So as long as price is making higher highs and higher lows and volume is increasing, we prefer price to stay above the 0.618. And you're going to find your way around not clear structures. And what you sometimes see me do as well, it's not too often that I do that, but what you sometimes see me do, oh wait, I think the last time is for example, like I don't know exactly where I did this in the range, but what you sometimes see me do is previously maybe I was counting a structure here, but because it maybe isn't too clear, I will look at the most recent info and forget about this, because based on the newest information, I will be able to get to the probabilities for up or down, which is what we do in the daily updates, right? At the end of the daily update, I always end with the probabilities. And I can use the recent price action to get the probabilities. I don't know, or I don't need to know the count before. So also here, like more locally, even as an example, at the beginning of this stream, the only thing in the beginning that we spoke about was this range. I didn't need more to get the probabilities to the upside, because that was the highest probability. That was the conclusion at the beginning of the stream after the analysis, is price moving up. Take this high, and then we take it from there. Maybe we got a swing failure pattern. We didn't. We kept pushing, but that's the reaction, right? We have to wait for the reaction. So those were the two options: continuation, blue box, daily, weekly naked point of control. So I don't need to know exactly how to count this in detail. I have counts of that, but I don't need to know. I can just use the local information as well. So whenever a part of the chart is not too clear, so when a certain structure in the past is not very clear, focus on the now. And when you are confused locally, do not zoom in, but zoom out. That's a mistake I made in the past, and many young, or starting, not young per se, but starting Elliott Wavers do, is they tend to zoom in when things are not clear. Because they then think, hey, I'm on a 50-minute, I have no idea how to count this range. I go to the 5. Hey, shit, I still don't know. I go to the 3. I go to the 1 minute, and before you know, they'll be like counting seconds. It doesn't work, right? 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get more confused, or you're gonna like pull fibs and stuff, but you lose the overview of where you are. Preferably, you zoom out. You try to count the higher time frame structures, and you wait for low time frame clarity. The moment you get your low time frame clarity, that's when you zoom in again. Much better to zoom out. My idol in PUBG is TGL and Cosmic. PUBG is a great game. It's a bit difficult to spectate in a competition because there's so much going on in the map. And usually in the beginning, it's actually quite calm. The most action is, of course, at the end. From macro, sorry, didn't finish my thought. From macro, it doesn't look too crazy of a move for Bitcoin to go to 33. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a wave 4 down or a potential wave 2, that is a possibility. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. I was in the top 200 for hardcore free for all. There's no way. Do you still have, mate? So sometimes I still play on Steam. I bet my name is Koens as well. I don't know what my profile picture is, but yeah, you can probably find me. I love that game. With the Barrett running around, with the intervention, with the UMP 45, with the ACR, yeah, with the Scar H. Holy moly, the memories. Yeah, on my other YouTube channel, which is my gaming YouTube channel, which is inactive, but I do have Modern Warfare 2 videos on that channel. Wait, I already have it here. Koens, let me change. Not Koens Trading. We need the other channel, mate. There you go. My old gaming channel. This one is inactive, everyone, so don't you worry. But oh, this was me bungee jumping in South Africa. Rocket League stuff. Oh, here. Modern Warfare videos as well. Trackmania videos, Rocket League videos. 6 years ago. Holy moly. Yeah, I'd love to see it. How high can Bitcoin go? Well, theoretically, it can go to an infinite level. The main question is, of course, what's the probabilities? Well, at the moment, we are making higher highs and higher lows with the higher highs and higher volume, increasing probabilities of continuation. But what I like to see, as always, is a range. We want to see a range to form, and based on the range, we can get more probabilities. So we are at resistance now here. We hit the daily, right? If we pass the daily, we're simply going to be looking for a move up. We're at 4,400. We have resistance, including a monthly naked point of control at 4,400. Very important level. So step by step. But you know, how high can Bitcoin go is theoretically, of course, infinite. But yeah, we take it step by step, level by level, and as long as we don't see great weakness. We had some more bullish CVD divergences here on the 3 minute as well, right? Higher low price, lower low on the CVD on both the blue and yellow. So that increases probabilities to continue and pass the daily. But yeah, we continue to observe, no? It has an all-time high. Yeah, I saw that one. Bro, how can I get that book? Not a PDF. On Amazon. Just anywhere. Mental Game of Trading, Jared Tendler. If we're trying to finish the next to last wave 5 target, should be at least 4142. Well, it depends how many 4-5s we get. So it depends on the wave 5, the degree of the wave 5 you're looking for. That is the biggest thing, because if we look for the highest degree wave 5 to finish, your common target is 38,740k, maximum target 43,700. But in the bullish scenario, which has my higher probability at the moment, this wave 5 could go much further. But preferably before you go for the big 5, you first get a bit of a retracement in the 4, right? But that depends how high the 3 goes. So yeah, you like, I would say like a maximum target for 5 would be the value area high of the volume profile. you pass the point of control, close weekly candles above. Preferably, you close a weekly candle above, maybe next week, then retest point of control. If you then still close above and then move back up, probabilities do increase for 49.5, but that would be quite a stretch for a wave 5, meaning that I then prefer wave 3 to still continue, then look for a 4, and then a 5. So it depends a little bit on the what was the question? On the degree you're talking about, right? The Elliott Wave degree. But yeah, this is very 4-5 behavior, ranging to the upside, right? 1 2 1 2, horizontal volume, push up in 3, volume increasing. You get into the 4-5s, which is complex, right? Volume moving to the downside. That's typical impulsive behavior. But you know, we take it step by step. Which one is more reliable? Well, for me, both are as reliable because I learned how to read both of them. The blue one is the aggregated one. The yellow one is the Bybit one. Now, I don't trade on Bybit, but when I started early times, I did. So the first CVD line I used was the Bybit one. But then I got used to reading it and I got used to seeing it. And, you know, that's why it's still there. And the blue one is the aggregated one. However, it is not that the blue one has more positives than the yellow one. Sometimes yellow is correct, blue is wrong. Blue is correct, yellow is wrong. That's also why on my AGGR chart I don't have names, because it doesn't matter. What is most important is just using them both in sync. Some people like to use other lines, of course, right? And they absolutely should. Some people use more lines. Some people only use one CVD line. It really depends on your way of trading, but I just happened to got used to reading these, so that's why I used them. The bullish CVD divergences, by the way, everyone already played out as price took this high now here. So now we're back at neutral. No? What was it different? Yeah, any quick trade? You can always trade up or down very quickly. Husky Panda, welcome. But that depends on your strategy. Follow your plan, follow your strategy. White paper, thank you. Thank you, Smoky Love. That's the word I was looking for. Hi from Georgia, hi from Switzerland. Faik Zainalov, welcome. Ayan Gulmez, welcome as well. Another one from Switzerland. TBR464. You had a message earlier, but also from Switzerland. What do you think about harmonics? Harmonics can be very effective in the good hands, of course, as anything really, but you need a plan, right? You need a plan, you need a strategy. And harmonics can be part of that plan or that strategy. I don't use harmonics myself because I have Elliott waves, and you know there's a certain degree of confluence between the two, of course. But because I use Elliott waves, I don't really get into harmonics because my Elliott wave knowledge is yeah. It's very good. I don't like, you know, it's ego stuff, but my level of Elliott waves is high, and therefore I tend to not use harmonics, Wyckoff, and all that stuff because I can count it. But harmonics can be very good. As long as you're trained in using harmonics. Chain link, please. At the moment, only Bitcoin, and we are chatting now, closing soon as well. Do you hold altcoins? Wait, can it be a bull flag? Yes, on the low time frame. But this is where you want to wait for a range, and we got some bullish CVD divergences building, which of course increases probabilities, retest the daily, and potentially continue as well, because we have the bull CVD here, right? This is why at the beginning, when we hit the daily, I said, hey, it's so important to wait for a range. Right, and this is still a very short range for me, right? Preferably I see even more, but you got to wait for a range, give it some time, and you know, if it would reject, and it will always come back with a bit of a retracement, but you want to wait for a range. The range will give all the information, and yeah, we are building bullish CVD divergences locally. Do you hold altcoins? Well, actually, funny enough, so I do have a few. I'm not really a hodler. I do invest, but I'm not really a hodler in altcoins and stuff. But I do have a little bit in altcoins. But I'm not here to like, everyone has their own plan with their own alts, I suppose. Did you eventually visit Saudi? Well, I mean, Saudi Arabia, I've been to Dubai once, but I actually don't even know is that in Saudi? I've been to Dubai, but is that in Saudi Arabia? I have no clue. So, I mean, I was in Dubai last year. But it's okay. No, it's not part of Saudi Arabia. I was already thinking, but okay. So, but I will be in Riyadh later this month. In 2 weeks, I have to go to Riyadh because of the World Championships of the Global Esports Federation. So, an Esports World Championship in Riyadh. So, I'll be flying there. I'll take my gear with me, the microphone, my laptop, and everything, so I can do some live streams from Riyadh in my hotel room, to update you with whatever is happening on the chart and make some videos. And on my Instagram, I will post stories of, what is going on there. Youssef Alagam, Bitcoin may make a top at 42,280, which is the 50 fib of the whole bear wave from 69K. Well, it's just my opinion would be it's another area of confluence. It also depends if you use the log chart, by the way, or if you use the like linear chart, right? So if you use the log chart, which is what I have now, on a weekly, so if you go to timeframes above the daily, it is recommended to use logarithmic scale. So the 05 is indeed at 42230. So it's a nice bit of extra confluence in this area on the log chart. And it's just below one of my golden boxes, which is a main area of interest. Wait, the golden pocket, of course, is always interesting, which is, well, we're already, wait a second, what's happening here? Oh, wait. Wait. I didn't say anything. My fibs were not on log. I'm on the log scale here, so fibs have to be on log. Sorry for that. So if you put the, so here, right? Fib based on log scale, important. If you don't, it's completely different. So on log scale here, so I'm on the log chart, the golden pocket, that is where we are now. The 05 has already been passed. But if you go off log scale, so the fibs off log scale, and then turn log scale off as well, and then you get the 05 in, then the 05 is indeed at 42230 basically, right? So but then again, the golden pocket is in confluence with the value area high at 49.5. So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I'm usually more interested in the golden pocket than the 05, but the 05 is another area of confluence. It's another area of resistance potentially, right? If you can combine it with some other stuff, for sure. I like how you draw lines with the mouse. Good stuff. Thank you. You'll see that in all my videos. Especially that the bull moves in 60K is corrective shape, not impulsive. Is that right? It can both be an ABC or it can be impulsive. It's the area between 38.5 and 50K is most important. And if you go to the YouTube channel, which is not this one, this is my gaming channel, the old one, the good old days, but my actual YouTube channel here. Then my thoughts about the higher time frame, both bullish and bearish scenarios and the probabilities are in this latest video. And on Sunday, this Sunday, tomorrow, wait. Today's Saturday, right? Yes. So tomorrow, lol, at 7 p.m., there will be a new update in the playlist here. Can you take a look at ADA? Not at the moment, because yeah, I'm already saying I'm trying to catch up with chat, but we have to. I have to go relatively soon. Thanks so much for the advice. I completely agree. Focus on the now, just like in life. Yeah, you can't change the past. You have no shit or no idea. No, you have no shit. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the future. Focus on the now, but have plans for the future. You know, have goals. I think ADA is going to explode really soon, potentially. But that will be something for the next stream. What rank ben je in League? League of Legends? My rank in League of Legends was training level 13, and then I quit. It's not the game for me. It's not active enough. Like, yes, you're doing stuff all the time, but I'm like racing, shooting, and I was a professional racing gamer, right? In Trackmania, esports player. So League of Legends, not much. In Rocket League back in the day, with the old ranking systems, I was Grand Champion, but I haven't touched the game for a while, and now they have SSL and all that stuff, and you know, I'm not there. I'm probably, if I would start up the game now, I'm probably around Champion 1, I guess. COD World of War, some service, yeah. Call of Duty. Damn, such a good game. Possibly. Bitcoin moving up, altcoins maybe as well. Modern Warfare 2. Hey, Papa, what's up? Best COD. Yeah. The nice times, right? Favela, Rust, shit, Terminal. Yeah. This would increase probability this is a wave C, not 5-wave move up. That's super bearish. Or, I mean, 49.5 is both for C. Like, eventually you want to see a wave 4 on a higher degree if you go to 49.5, or yeah, I mean, you're still going to be, it depends how the structures form. If you go to 49.5 very quick, you know, you could be in a bigger wave 3. It depends on the structures. How do you get there? It's very difficult to already say C or 3, but it depends on how price then eventually get there, like the sub-degree waves, which will tell us more about wave 3 or wave C. If it moves up directly, it can still be both in an ABC or a double 1-2. But so there's basically 3 things I have an eye on, right? Bullish one is 1-2, 1-2 up. This second wave 1 can of course extend. Let's do a quick little pull here from the low to that high to this low, 1-1. Why is that on log? Uh, 4,400. Ooh, that's where the monthly point of control is as well. So in a double 1-2, preferably the second wave 1 is shorter in time and price compared to the first wave 1. But yeah, could be potential still. 1-2 doesn't always happen. But potential double 1-2, or you're looking for this to be a wave 5 of the impulse starting here, where this range was a wave 4, very long 4 compared to 2, but it's still potential. Or you indeed have the ABC, and you're gonna move down. So, but I talk about that, like the higher time frame stuff is in my macro high time frame video. Hey, we touched the daily for the second time. Probabilities playing out with the bullish CVD divergences here. No. Why did you stop using Bybit and now use BingX? Because I prefer BingX over Bybit with just the liquidity, the service, the just the platform. You know, like why does someone like Qcoin over Bybit? Or I prefer BingX in the look and feel and what I can do, and the you know, the assets, the overviews I get. You know, the fees on both platforms is just for cost of business. It doesn't matter for me, fees A or B, which is similar. So yeah, I prefer that platform, which is also the reason they're a partner here on the channel, right? So the only reason I have them as a partner is because I use it myself. Ricardo Mendez, links in the description, by the way, if you wanna. We currently have. I don't really like to do this too often, but people actually recommended me to say like, hey, you got to make, you know, tell people. If you register, you get $100 voucher on BingX, which you can find the link below. and the losses will be covered by BingX, but all the profit you make with the $100, which you can do 10x or $1,000 position, all the profit you get is for you. So if you want to just try and get some extra money for Christmas, then make sure to check that out, and you know, why not? Maybe you get a winner, you get some more money, you can buy some more Christmas presents. Link is in the description, and if you lose, then BingX covers the loss anyway because it's a voucher, so you trade with the voucher. So yeah. You see your views are like almost. Yeah, Martin, it's mainly also because of the activity on the chart. Of course, the moment there's activity going on, that is when, you know, emotions kick in, the alarms go off, and people Google online as well. I'm doing very well, Papa Life. Thank you. Cheers and hello from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Do you see a pullback? I went short Bitcoin 38.2. 38.2. Ouch. That is ouch indeed. At the moment, look, as long as there's no weakness, yeah, I always look for I wait for ranges, I wait for rejections. We rejected it here at the daily. Give time for a range to form, right? We give Bitcoin some time. Bullish CVD, probabilities were higher to test the daily again. We tested the daily again. If we go to the 5 minute, take a fib from the high to the low, we have now hit the 886 locally. And because price has now hit the 886, taken from the high to the low, any move to the downside has a higher probability of being a wave C or Y, increasing probabilities that price will take this high at least once more. So that is the current probabilities on the 5 minute. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know if price will then wick the high move down, if it goes down now to your entry level. The only thing I can say is hopefully you have your trade management on point. And hopefully it will go in your favor. But it's never nice to hear, of course, if people are in a big of a drawdown. Dagarsha, welcome, of course. High rise was really nice. Sniping from the very beginning, cross map. Jeez. Robot, how you doing? Have you ever played World of Warcraft? No, but I went to the movie in the cinema. Man, I always go to the gaming movies. It's my industry. I love it. I also went to Super Mario, Super Smash, or not Super Smash, Smash Bros. Thank you for the live stream. Appreciate it, Factor Cole. Thank you for being here. Liquidations for Bitcoin up to 41. Yeah, liquidations up, and I bet you as there's many liquidations to the downside as well, because of course Bitcoin keeps moving up with higher lows, people moving their stops up. But you know, we want to see local weakness. So maybe he is right. Bitcoin is better than gold. Like for me, it's, you know, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, gold is gold. There's no reason to, gold is not better than Bitcoin not than gold. In the end, it's just an asset. You just trade the asset. Yes, there's a fundamental behind it. But as a trader, we trade the chart and yeah. So, what betekent see you? Maybe see you later, kind of. Spot sell at 44k. Potential. Germany will go out from Euro, they want Deutsche Mark. Maybe. Do you ever play Rainbow Six Siege? I have done. I know Ubisoft in the Netherlands very well because Trackmania is a Ubisoft game as well. But not necessarily too active, but I do have the game. War Thunder, not. I haven't played that one. Just became part of this beautiful family. Greetings. Caesar! There he is, the newest Diamond member in the live stream. Welcome, Caesar. He told me in his email to me that his English is not very good, so he will be practicing English with us, English lessons, while also learning about the trading and the strategy and stuff. So what's up, Caesar? Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome here. First message, nice little badge behind the name as well. We also had a little greeting to you in the group as well. We should visit the FEG at 32.33. Yeah, we also have the 33 or the weekly gap from 34 to like 31 or 30, which is interesting on the weekly time frame. What's up with the Germans here? Batarki, bearish CVD on the 3 minute. On blue, that is correct. On yellow, we have bullish unless you break this high. So you indeed have some bearish CVD divergences here. Lower high on price, higher high on blue. You do want to take this low though. And of course, now the thing is, you did hit the local 886. So that is something we have to keep in mind. Right? 886 has been hit. Candle closing below the 786. So that's something. But you did hit the 886. For a wave 2, that is a rare target for a B or X high. Therefore, probabilities increase and move down is C or Y, and then you go back up. Another golden nugget, by the way, for everyone here. If the 886 is hit, it is very common to go to the golden pocket. And then either golden pocket will cause the reversal. And if you break the golden pocket, probabilities increase to see a wave C or a wave Y forming. You will see this a lot. I talk about this in my videos quite a lot as well, if the 886 is hit, because it happens very frequently. What do you think about this Bitcoin move being on the weekend? Yeah, that's the problem. It's in the weekend. I don't really like a move like this on the weekend, like the beginning of a wave 3 or a very strong impulse. During the weekend is always a bit edgy. Like there's two scenarios I keep an eye on. So we are at resistance, right? It's also the target box here, right? This now flips to support. Low time frame bull, you're going to start a wave 3. The problem is it's weekend. And if this is your wave 2, it's a 0.236 bounce, which is incredibly rare. And during a weekend, starting a wave 3 after a 236 bounce is not really something that I enjoy seeing. So give it some more time to range, and you could have a potential blow off top for your wave C, where you could have the final leg up being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grab the high, move down again. But in general, after high volume moves, I like to be very, very patient and wait for Bitcoin to create a range. And once the range, once the range happens, we will get more clarity. I'm Dutch. I'm a Dutchie. The first esports team I was part of was German, though. So I did learn German there. Trade a chart, take those 2% gains, be happy. Exactly. Polar Bearman. I fully agree. What do you see? What's that? Lucky? Don't YOLO like I did. Lucky it worked. I was all in 2 nights ago, almost all the way out now. Well, hopefully you profited, but it's of course it's profit with a lesson. It's like wrong trading, but you managed to profit, but important to take the lesson of like, fuck, I should never do that again, maybe, right? But yeah, indeed, take the gains, right? For example, I had after seeing the bullish CVD we had here, I entered a long where my stop loss was below this low, I think. And my target was the weekly naked point of control, 39K, like a scalp on the weekend, because there were 2 possibilities: move to the daily or swing failure, the high, the previous high. So, I'm happy. I mean, you miss out on the move up, but who cares, It's the same. It's Europe. We stand together. this dude. Thanks for playing. Okay. Thanks for explaining all that helps us. My pleasure. Where you live? In the Netherlands, Gouda. Where you have the cheese. Gouda. Hey, everyone. It's time. Hey, skip the ads. We don't want ads. It's time for me to spend some time with the future wifey. She is very, very patiently downstairs. And thanks everyone for hanging out. Gonna chill downstairs. Netherlands. I'm your neighbor country, Ellen. But thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks everyone for subbing as well, because I did not miss when I went to my YouTube channel, I saw people coming in. We're almost at 5,300. That's incredible. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and I appreciate you spending some time with me on this Saturday night. Hopefully you found the coverage of what price did and stuff useful. We went live before the pump and we stopped going live after the pump. So I think we had a nice little bit of price action in the middle, which is beautiful. In the beginning of this live stream, if you just joined, that is where I analyzed the most recent range on the chart with the probabilities higher to the upside. I'm happy we got that one. Now we have to wait for a bit of a range. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central European time, you'll get a new update from me about Bitcoin, and then another one at 1 p.m. And then 7 p.m. is the cycle, macro, and high time frame update tomorrow. So yeah, let's see what price is going to give us tomorrow. It's weekend, quite a pumping during the weekend, interesting. But let's give price some time. So thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you live in the world. For the Americans, likely afternoon. For Asians, good morning. And for the Europeans, have a good night. So thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you tomorrow during a normal Bitcoin update, not a live stream in the early morning. I can't. I need to have my morning schedule, morning routine. Have a good day, afternoon, night. See ya.